2 of the Bait Boys podcast is brought to you by 8-Bit Baits, the highest quality color shifting pigments for bait makers by a bait maker. What was I going to say? Welcome to the Bait Boys podcast, where the lures are all handmade and the opinions are all half-baked. My name is Jesse with Freak Baits Custom Fishing Lures, and as always, I am joined by my co-hosts who put the sexy in Sexy Shad, Anthony from Lazy Baits Co. and Trevor from Peak Baits. Gentlemen, how are you doing this evening?
I'm great, Jesse. How are you doing?
I'm doing very, very well. Very well. Thank you for asking. And you, Trevor, how are you?
I'm doing great. Thank you. Thank you for having me.
You know, I figured we'd invite you for once because you show up anyway. So that's, why not make it official?
Right?
But you're very welcome. We are also joined by William Walker, a.k.a. Lake Nomad, who is a bait maker, a content creator, is doing a lot of innovative things whenever it comes to like community selling, community-driven selling, and just blending fishing and creativity. But we're happy that William was able to join us. How are you doing this evening, William?
Doing good. I appreciate you guys having me on. I get to talk to you guys about lures instead of bothering my wife. So this is great.
I'm sure she appreciates that.
I'm sure she does.
I am currently working on lyrics for a song from the perspective of a wife of a bait maker. So,
I want to stay away from that.
Stay tuned for that. I haven't decided the genre yet, but we'll figure that out as we go along. But yeah, check out the Bait Boys on Spotify, Apple Music, and everywhere you stream your songs, and give us some listens. We've got 3 songs now. 3, 4? Do we have 3 or 4? We have songs.
I think 4.
Anyway.
Oh, the clear coat one.
4?
I like the clear coat.
The clear coat one's a little too close to home. It hits a little too close to home. But yeah, check it out. Link in the description. But yeah, we are going to jump into a lot of stuff with our guest, William Lake Nomad, here in just a minute. But first, we do have a couple of announcements. And I'll kick it off by saying, don't forget to get your entries into the, let me make sure I say it right, the 8-Bit Baits Bait Boys Battle Royale. We are currently accepting entries through April 30th. You like how smooth that was? That one came out. That was the best one yet. We're accepting entries through April 30th, and we have already got a few entries since the last episode. And I got to tell you, they're looking really, really good. We will have a gallery up on our website, baitboyspodcast.com. And is that already up, Anthony, or is it still in the works? It's up, or at least I don't know if we're talking.
I'm developing it out more, but it's up. It's up. There's the galleries there. The rules are there. Don't forget to send the products and colors. We want to see
products and colors.
We want to know the colors because sometimes it's hard to see when everything's all in there. We want to know what you used.
We want to know exactly what we used, and the man himself, Michael, is going to be one of the judges, so he'll know. He'll know if you said you used some Borealis hollow shift, he'll know whether you did or not. So make sure if you're putting it on the list, it's actually in your bait. But yes, we're accepting entries for that through April 30th for both hard baits and soft baits, 2 different categories. The winner of each category will win a $250 e-gift card to the 8-Bit Baits store. So $500 up for grabs total. That may be our biggest one yet. Maybe our biggest prize yet. But yeah, get your entries in. I guess there's not really a link to leave in the description, but we'll leave the rules down there again so that you can see that, and email pictures of your baits and all the other stuff that's down there. I won't go over it again, to baitboyspodcast@gmail.com. Also, don't forget, we are now on Patreon. Every $1 you give us on Patreon, after Patreon takes their fees out, will go directly back into the channel as far as making a better viewing experience for all of you. So if you can join that, we'd love to have you, and you'll get some pretty cool stuff in return, depending on, at any tier, but there's some really cool stuff for the higher tiers, and none of them are outrageously priced at all. But that's all I got. Anthony, I know you've got something to announce.
Yes. So it's still winter. However, every year we do the Lazy Baits Spring Showdown, a charity tournament on Tourney X, and all the money gets donated to Take a Warrior Fishing. So there's no monetary prize for the tournament, but every year we get donations from bait makers, and those are the prizes that get raffled off at the end. So if anybody would like to help us in supporting Take a Warrior Fishing, just shoot me a message and we'll arrange you getting me some baits to give out. So I could pitch.
That was perfect. Baits, shirts,
Excellent.
hats.
Yeah, whatever. Anything. Even if it's one bait. So on the Tourney X page, the last few years I've been putting everybody who sponsored it. I put a little blurb of information about them, your logo, a link to your website, and any of the promo material I put out for the tournament. You'll be in there tagged, whatever. Last year we had I just looked tonight. It was 40 people entered, 40 fishermen, 365 fish were caught. It goes from April 1st to May 30th. So it's 2 months nationwide, boat, bank, kayak. So even if you're not a bait maker and you want to compete, I try to keep the entry fee as cheap as I can to where we're still going to make a nice donation to Take a Warrior Fishing, but also I want people to be able to join. There's some tournaments that are $60, $80, $200 to enter, and it's I can't afford that, so I don't expect other people to be able to. $20, get in, you might win some prizes, and if you don't, you still get to compete and support Take a Warrior Fishing.
Which is a great cause.
Yeah. But I'm sure I'll talk about it more as it gets closer.
But yeah, if you're a bait maker and you've got something that you want to put up for grabs for a prize for the Lazy Baits Co. Spring Showdown, the third annual, is that right? Third annual Lazy Baits Co. Spring Showdown, message Anthony on Instagram or send him a raven or carrier pigeon.
Yeah, I only do pigeons.
An owl?
Ravens. Or hawks. I'm a big fan of hawks. They're majestic.
Hawks. Yeah. What about owls? Okay, Harry Potter style.
They're cool, but you can't see them at night. You just hear them.
Yeah, but anyway, yeah. So if you want to donate something,
Jesse, did you ever hear the joke? You ever hear the joke where it's someone was talking crap about you, and then you're they were talking crap about you, and then it's who, and then the person makes fun of you for sounding like an owl. No, you never heard it.
I've heard something along those lines. I don't know if that was exactly it, but
my wife tried to do it to me, and I'm like, "What are you talking about?" And she's like, "They were talking about you," and I'm like, "I don't care. What are you talking about?" I cared so little that I didn't even fall for the joke. Anyway, go on.
It's kind of like when somebody tries to tell you a knock-knock joke, and you say knock-knock, and you say what?
Why?
What? Why are you knocking on my door? Which is how I actually answer the door in real life too. But anyway, yeah. Donations for the third annual Lazy Baits Co. annual Spring Showdown. I said annual twice in that. I don't know what the actual name is. Hit up Anthony if you're interested in participating in that, and just keep an eye out for whenever the registration opens. I do have one request, Anthony.
Mm-hmm.
Is there any possibility that we could extend the end date halfway into June? Because I go to Canada the second week of June, and I'm pretty confident I could clean house if I could get some of those entries in there.
Is June spring?
It's spring.
It could be this year. It feels like spring's not going to start until probably around June? September.
So it makes sense to me. So if you could push that end date back a little bit.
Maybe we could do a Bait Boys Summer Showdown.
Oh.
Yeah. How's that?
I like it.
I like that too. The tournaments are a lot of fun, man. And especially when there's no money on the line and it's just for charity. It's you just get a bunch of people having fun. I mean,
mostly
we all know there's that 1% that wants to cause some ruckus, but we won't get into that. But yeah, they're a lot of fun. Gives you a reason to go to the lake and bring a little catch board and see how long your fish are and how you stand against everyone else in the country.
Heck yeah, I'm excited. I think I got two. Did I have 2 entries in the last one?
I don't know, dude. There was 40 people. I can't even remember.
You don't remember specifically what I did? I thought we were friends. This is
And
ridiculous.
it was
Well,
last
very
year.
Shows how much your friends care, right? But yeah,
I thought
plan
it
on
was just
entering
how
again
well
this year.
Jesse did. I'm sure if he did well, he would have remembered, you know?
I did not. I remember that I did not do well. Because obviously in the springtime, I is the one time of year I don't have any time to fish based on life events and things that are happening. So, and plus trying to get baits out to people who do fish in the spring. So it's a catch-22 there, but thus is the life of a part-time bait maker, as we all know. But anywho, I promise we're going to get to our guest here in just a second. First, we do have a sponsor this week. They're a returning sponsor, and they're a sponsor that we are a big fan of, and that is Specialty Resin and Chemical.
In bait making, there are no shortcuts. Every pour, every mold, every detail either holds up or fails. That's why serious bait makers don't guess. They trust Specialty Resin and Chemical, premium resins, reliable silicones, pro-level pigments, additives, and tools, built for builders who demand consistency. No mystery mixes, no gamble batches, just materials that work every single time. If you're making baits to catch fish or building a brand, this is your supplier. From first pour to final cast, Specialty Resin and Chemical is the backbone of modern bait making. We trust SRC for resins, silicones, and bait making accessories. If you're serious about making better baits, they should be your go-to too. Build better, pour smarter, trust your process. Specialty Resin and Chemical.
Huge thanks to Specialty Resin and Chemical for sponsoring this week's episode. Also, huge thanks to 8-Bit Baits for sponsoring season 2 of the Bait Boys podcast in its entirety. Links to both of those awesome product providers down in the description below. And don't forget, for specialtyresin.com, you can use our code BAITBOYS for 10% off your purchase. All right. Finally, actually, no, we have one more thing to talk about. But it does have to do with our guest. So it's guest adjacent. So
Very
we do
much.
have a giveaway. We have a giveaway this week coming from Lake Nomad Custom Fishing Lures. And I'm really excited about this giveaway. What's on the table for this week's giveaway?
Well, I went ahead, I made kind of 2 different of my most recent lure that I've been making constantly lately. I can't even do it in the shops. My wife probably even knows what these are because they're being like UV coated on top of like the counter in a big box in the middle of our kitchen right now. But it looks real safe. I have 2 chimeras. So this one I went ahead and did a kind of a rainbow trout here.
I love
Oh,
that
Kind of
one.
getting out. Yeah, that one was fun. I love the cross side always gets me. That's my favorite side, I think. I don't know. Go back and forth.
That's
It's hard to
super
pick.
cool.
And then, so that one was kind of more unified. And then I was like, I want to do 2 that are very different. So for the other one, I went ahead and did like 2 completely different paint schemes for each side. So I have the craw side, that's kind of your kind of red craw, and then kind of a perch adjacent pattern over here.
We're throwing that word around a lot today.
Yeah. It's kind of a perch, you know.
Perchish.
It's green. Yeah. I just wanted something that would match the eyes because I
It
got
looks
those eyes
awesome.
in, and I was like,
Yeah.
yep, natural went out the window. But I really thought it was fun. I mean, this is a supernatural looking bait in the first place. So
Yeah.
Right.
Supernatural. Yes.
I see these all
It's
the time.
supernatural, as in not natural, but magical. It's an awesome bait, and it's really, really taken off from what I've seen. And we're going to talk a little bit more about that bait specifically here in just a minute. But if you want to get your hands on one of those 2 chimeras, all you have to do is subscribe to the Bait Boys podcast, as well as the Lake Nomad YouTube channel. Follow us both on Instagram and drop a comment down below. What do we want the comment to say? We want to,
I'm going to not say anything this week. I'm not going to make a suggestion about you.
let's make a comment about what you would like to see from a chimera paint scheme, right? Drop some ideas down there. Think of the duality of it all and give us give us, not like we're painting them, but William is. Give William your ideas
Trev might.
on Trev.
True.
Very, very true. But drop that comment down there. And also in that comment, leave your Instagram handle, your email address if you want to. We don't, we're not asking you to give us all of your personal information, but we do need a way to get a hold of you. As we found out from our last giveaway, it's a little harder than we thought it was. So we do need a way to get a hold of you so we can tell you that you won and get you your Chimera. But yeah, so we'll leave all of that down. Don't worry about remembering it. We'll leave it in the description below, along with links to William's Instagram and YouTube page so that you can make sure you check those boxes as well. But thank you for sponsoring the giveaway, William. That's awesome. I love that bait. From the day I saw it, I was like, that is a sick idea.
Thank you. It was either I was hoping. I was like, is this crazy? And then Anthony was like, oh, this is cool. I'm like, okay, cool. So
oh, it's definitely crazy, but it's the good kind of crazy. It's the crazy you want to see in the world. But thank you again for joining us, William, and we really, really appreciate you taking the time. You've been watching the show for a long time. You're always in our live premiere chats.
I never shut up. Yep.
No, that's fine. That's what. Yep. We love it. We absolutely love it. And thank you for all the support that you've shown us as we've, kicked this thing off and grown a little bit, but we're happy to have you on the show. Why don't you give anybody that isn't familiar with Lake Nomad a quick spiel about who you are and what it is you do?
So I'm just a part-time bait maker, kind of like a lot of us on this channel. Yeah, I honestly, what happened was I fished beforehand, and then we all kind of, you guys remember the COVID time where like there was no lures at all, like in any of the shops?
I tried to forget,
have that issue there. Oh my gosh, it was awful. And I was already kind of wanting to get into it. And then of course, Marlene Bates was kind of there. I had this little idea always in the back of my mind, just kind of festering back there. And then when that happened, I was like, now I can explain to my wife why I have to make baits, So it's been a while since then now, but so I'm just always making baits, soft plastics, jigs. I make swim bait hooks and stuff like that. I end up doing obviously hard baits. So anything fishing, I tend to like quite a bit. I'm a kind of an all-in kind of guy when it comes to hobbies. And now the hobby's turned into a business, which is great. So the baits don't just sit in my shop and just hang on the walls, and and people catch bigger fish than I do. So that's great too.
It's bittersweet, isn't it? Whenever somebody catches a bigger fish than you can on your bait. It's like you're so stoked to see it, but I'm like, why can't I catch one like that?
You know what we're talking about, Trev? You just have bad water. That's all it is.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Me too.
Area. It's because we're too busy making the baits. We got no time to go fishing and catch bigger fish.
Yeah. If I spent all the time I did making baits fishing, I'm sure I would have at least somewhat of a good photo reel of decent sized fish. But yeah, that's not the point. That's not what we do it for. But anyway, can we talk a little bit about your day job? Is that okay? Or just should we
that's
that
cool.
off of your...
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
maybe one will find it, because every once in a while, one of the kids is like, wait, you make fishing lures? I do. I kind of wait to see how long through the year it takes for everyone else to figure out how long. I'm like, oh, Mr. Walker. Yeah.
So yeah, you're a teacher by day.
I am. Yep. I'm a 8th grade science teacher, 9th grade science teacher. So yeah.
What's that like?
A lot different than bait making. You can make the bait however you want, but not the children all the time.
Yeah.
What do you teach in 8th grade science? I don't even remember.
So far this year we have gone through like waves, so like mechanical waves and stuff like that, kinetic energy, potential energy, and right now we're doing genetics. Yeah, I remember going through school, and I don't know if you guys remember, like I feel like when I was in 8th grade, we were kind of just learning about the weather, I feel like, kind of in science, maybe do a little dissection, and then by the time I become a teacher, it's like, what are we doing? Genetics. Okay.
Yep.
CRISPR. We're cloning.
Yeah, we're creating clones here in the classroom. Yeah. 8th grade was too long ago for me to remember what I did.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. I can't even remember.
Funny enough, I remember mine really well. Maybe that's kind of why I did it. I had a really amazing teacher, Mr. Miles, for 8th grade science, physical science, which is what I teach now. So that might have been like that moment where I was like, oh, I don't have to be like all these other teachers. Like he was just dissections. Hey, let's go outside and like see what's out here and like actually observe it, not just sit here in the class and read a book. And so pretty cool stuff.
That's my favorite way to learn. You just got to do something.
Oh yeah.
It's crazy how there's certain like I feel like, all right, for example, most of your kids in school will probably not use the actual curriculum you're teaching them, right?
But maybe like
the like how they learn or like certain ways of learning. Like I feel like you pick up on that over time, and that's what like has a long lasting effect rather than so much of like studying a book.
Exactly.
Because I can't learn like that.
Yeah, and a lot of people don't, which is something I picked up on too. Like, and I think the biggest thing that I love to do is that connection with the students. I absolutely love, which is probably why I like to, sell the way I do, which, like on Whatnot and stuff. I love to go out and actually like communicate, make a connection with people. So a lot of these students, like, they may not start out as the best student. It may not even be them. It's just that they don't like, why would I try? And then that teacher comes up and they're, hey man, I can see you have potential. Try to push them, make that little bond with them, make a few jokes. I love doing that, little sarcastic little jabs, and they'll give some back. And it's almost like they kind of open up and they're like, oh, okay. And then I'm able to kind of be like, hey, how about we try this? Or we change a few habits that'll kind of, just boost your grade up. Maybe, it's not science. It's just the way that you're learning right now is the issue. Like maybe try it this other way. Like maybe the notes are your thing, or maybe you're like me where you don't take notes until afterwards. Like you sit here and you just listen, observe, and then when you're done, look over because I always post my slides online for those kind of learners, and they can go back. Oh, I remember talking about this was important. Then they can write it down. So it's fun. I really enjoy it.
That's good. And it sounds like I just, while we were talking, figured out why I don't remember anything from 8th grade. It is because I had a horrible teacher. Not going to name any names, even though I'm pretty sure she's dead by now, but she was awful. We'll just leave it at that. But
it happens.
One more thing before we move on. You mentioned kinetic energy earlier. I want to open an invitation. If you need a guest speaker to talk about the kinetic energy crisis, Trevor happens to be an expert on the kinetic energy crisis.
Oh, I was dying. I saw that little...
Yeah. So you can...
I can handle that.
We'll set up a Zoom call. He can address your 8th and 9th graders about the ever important kinetic energy crisis.
I absolutely will.
So
I'll record him watching it too. Just
drooling.
Their minds will be blown.
Man. Oh yeah, the best one. I wish I could record right now. We're doing genetics, and I wish I could just record their faces sometimes. I'll put something up it's about them. I was like, okay, I'm supposed to talk about like the finches, but actually let's talk about them and why they have like unattached earlobes or the chin they have. And I throw it up there, and they're going like touching themselves and like, oh, I have a butt chin.
I have a butt chin. I didn't know butt chins were genetic. I thought it was a...
Here's something I learned with genetics. I don't like cilantro. Like I find it to be disgusting.
Yeah.
And like there's not many foods that disgust me like that. Well, apparently it's a genetic, what is it? Whatever. It's something genetic that makes it taste like soap.
I want to say it's as high as, and don't quote me, I think 14% in European populations.
Yeah, dude, it is disgusting to me.
I couldn't imagine not loving cilantro. I love it. I put it on.
I can't imagine people liking it. Like that's how bad it smells and tastes to me. And then I can't remember who told me. It might have been my wife. And I'm like, what? I guess that makes sense.
Mm-hmm. Yep. That's why I don't like Chipotle.
Yeah. You might know, and I can't remember if it was cilantro or asparagus pea, but I think it's cilantro that the abnormality is liking it, even though the percentages are reversed.
You mean like the dominance of the trait? Is that what you're saying?
Or whatever the defect is in the genetic coding. I'm listen to me talking like I have any clue what I'm talking about.
No, it's
my job.
I don't really know on that one. I know that it's low, but I'm not really sure if it's a straightforward dominant recessive type situation like it is with some things. I know Brussels sprouts are a similar thing where that bitterness from Brussels sprouts is kind of a similar, it's kind of more, I think it's supposed to be like a defense mechanism is what it's really supposed to be like, because in a lot of these places where you see like the higher like cilantro level, like being disgusting is actually where there's a lot more like poisonous things that you can pick up and eat. So you want to pick up that bitterness and be like, hey, I didn't die today. That's good. It's a good thing. Good.
Gonna keep eating that. That's cool. Well, you mentioned selling on Whatnot a minute ago, which I find very interesting. What drew you to using Whatnot as a platform for selling baits? Because that's not something, I mean, I obviously people sell stuff on Whatnot all the time, but I've never seen somebody like approach it from a bait making standpoint. So tell like what led you to go down that path?
ants, honestly, is where it kind of began. I started poorly on Facebook Marketplace. That didn't go well for a very long time. I put something on there, like, that's too much. I'm like, this is new. And I was like, oh, this is not my market. Okay. And I actually kind of gave up for a little while, and I just kept posting pictures and, making videos and just putting things up, because I had a few customers that I'd have locally that are like, oh yeah, I need some more of, whatever the bait is. And then Evan Evans, actually from Evans Fishing, he messaged me and goes, hey man, I've just been watching you. And he's actually one who made my logo in the first place. We exchanged baits for a logo. He goes, I think you're good enough to sell on Whatnot. And I was like, well, what the heck is Whatnot? Being me, because social media, that's not something that comes supernatural. I mean, it's supernatural super easily to me. It feels supernatural at times. Oh my gosh. But yeah, so he pointed me out to it, and I started using it, and I'd seen websites, and I've tried to build one. It wasn't for me, and everything was just set up. It was fairly easy. And then you got to interact with people too. Like, you could get on there and they can ask you questions. Because I don't know about you guys, but some of my fear is always like, I'll make a lure and then they get it and they're like, I didn't know it moved like that. That's not what I was really looking for. And you're just like, that's how I made it. But I understand that maybe my description wasn't the best, like on there. Whereas on my shows, you can kind of be like, I like this lure just 6 to 8 feet deep. Whenever its fishing is going hard, because it's got very tight action. And then like everyone kind of knows what they're getting. Everyone's happy. And then they're also a little more courteous, I've noticed too, because when you've talked on there, a lot of times you'll have that repeat customer who sits on there, almost like I do on this podcast, and kind of talk back and forth and message. And then, yeah, it goes really well. So if it is like a delay in shipping, like during this horrible snowstorm that we had, people are like, I'm sorry, I swear it's coming. Like, oh, I know it's coming. I've bought from you before. And you're like, okay, cool. Just checking. It's been about 2 weeks and I'm freaking out. So, but yeah, it's really cool going that way. And there are times where, you make something and sometimes it'll pick up some steam and you don't expect it. Like, you could sell it at a flat rate, but it's almost more exciting where you're like, oh man, I started this lure at 15. It's sitting at 30. That's cool. And then it gets even higher and you're just like, it's almost like a gambling thing, which I don't do, but it'd be dangerous. It'd be very dangerous. A little outlet for that. So it's different. And and I know when I'm selling, and then I can always do the show and I can ship right after. So I can ship everything at once, get it all out. And I know I've got everything covered and I'm not missing somebody and they're just sitting in, no man's land. Just like, man, is Lake Nomad ever going to like send me that Chimera, or did I get ripped off? I was like, that worry.
You said you tried Facebook Marketplace before. Have you done any other styles before this and how did that compare to Whatnot?
I had it in the store for a while too. There's a local store here, Southtown Sporting Goods. It's just, compared to everyone else, they walk in and they're probably just looking for the big name brands, and they walk by and they're like, why would I buy this one for, $20 if this one's $5? And you're like, I guess it's not for you. That's fine. I get it. Like, not everyone's into that. So that went okay, but like nothing. I was like, okay, I'm taking a loss because I'm trying to sell to them for an amount that they can sell and make a profit too, because we both need to benefit from the deal. And it was just like, man, the amount of work I'm putting into these is just not working out for me. So I had to find a way to kind of separate the middleman and also have less people that come up and go, hey, is this available? Yeah, it is. Cool. Good conversation. It was great. Yeah.
Yeah. We were talking about that earlier today. People who are like, hey,
yeah, that's why I tried it. It was great. Yeah. They always just disappear and you're like, and then a month later, they're like, hey, do you still have that? If I did, I'm not going to tell you now. I'm not doing this again. I kept it for a little bit hoping you'd get it, and I missed another sale. I didn't go great. But yeah, that's kind of why. And then honestly, another thing about Whatnot was the community is actually really cool on there. It's almost like our bait making community, which I did not expect when I started social media, because I was waiting for the, the horror comments, which we all get still. There's still those comments that you read where you just learn to go, oh, maybe they have a point, and you just move on. But like, you just move through. But there's just a lot of people like that are just like, hey man, like, you're doing a great job. Like, maybe you should try this too. Like, this is another person that you may want to connect with, and they'll kind of just move you along. Or maybe this powder will stand up to the heat better, or, all this kind of stuff. And that happened on Whatnot too. And there's actually a bait making community on Whatnot that I did not expect to find. I was just like, oh, cool. Cause I had this guy show up, Big Muddy is who he is. And he's like, man, he makes some awesome stuff just talking up. He buys some of my stuff. And then the next time he gets on my show, all of a sudden, I just see this little thing come up that says, your show's been shared to like, I don't know how many people. And I was like, oh, what was that? And then I realized this guy's been on here for a long time. And he's got a lot of people that buy from him that he just shared my show out to. And I'm just like, he didn't have to do that. Like, you know, almost everyone kind of pushing each other up and like, hey, like, you're good. So I do want to support you because I know getting started is hard. And you're just like, was really unexpectedly nice. Thank you.
Super cool of you. I appreciate it.
It happens all the time. Yeah.
That's awesome. It's awesome to hear that there's a community on there. So let's take a quick step back because I should have done this at the beginning. But for those of us, I'm talking about myself really, that don't really know what Whatnot is. I have a vague understanding of it, but can you give just a brief explanation of what Whatnot is and why it works for selling?
It's kind of like live eBay would be a nice way to kind of put it, I think. Yeah. So like you start you could sell as like just the buy it now price, you know, like you'd see on eBay where you can just buy it for whatever X dollars. Or there's formats where you basically do a video, just a live video, and then you put up a lure on the screen, you can show it off, and then you just push the set the auction button, and it actually goes up, and anyone watching your feed can bid on it. And they just keep bidding it up for every time you have allotted. And then, you know, once the last bid goes in, they give a couple seconds after, and then it's sold. So it's kind of like a live eBay platform, but it's got the live feed, so you can kind of talk and, you know, give people a hard time.
We don't do that here.
Is there like a scrolling chat the whole
there is, yeah, there's a scrolling chat that's always running through. So yeah, so it's pretty cool. I think that's where the community kind of comes in, because there is that ability to kind of, you know, talk to one another as you're going through. So it's pretty cool. Yeah, and it's pretty fast paced too. I think a lot of them are only like about 30 seconds, and then you move on to the next item.
Oh wow, it's cool that people can ask questions about it too.
Yeah,
that's my favorite part about it. Yeah, because at first I was like, I saw it take about, I think it's only about 3%. I think they take from the sale. And I was like, okay, like fair enough. Like I'm not making a website. That's kind of nice. So I'll give them whatever on there. And then when I get on there and I see it going, I'm like, oh, I can answer questions. That's pretty cool, because I can get on there and I can explain it to them, and they can be like, okay, does it do this? And you're like, you know, yes or no. And it kind of helps the customer be like, oh yeah, this is exactly what I'm looking for. Thank you. Like the happier the customer is, the more often they're going to return too, which is really cool, because you'll have those people that return every single show. And it's like,
that is cool.
It's always good to have returning customers.
Following.
Exactly.
That's really neat. And yeah, I mean, I did build a website and they still take 3% of every sale. So
yeah.
I mean, and I paid to build the website for
plus 15 cents, and then you pay monthly to have this and that.
And then you're selling gift cards you don't even know about, right?
Yeah, I didn't. What is it? Your sister-in-laws? Shout out to them. Thank you.
Yep. I got the hoodie and the cup. Yeah.
And I didn't even know they got gift cards because it never shows up as an order on my like order screen. So he's like, yeah, I had these gift cards. And I was like, I didn't even know anyone ever bought them. Then I looked, and turns out I sold a few of them over like
I've had
the last year. Yeah. It's pretty cool.
Maybe I should check mine. I have gift cards on there, but I don't know.
Yeah. See, I had no idea.
I think the only reason I even brought it up to you I messed up. This is why I don't build a website, guys. I bought that zombie hoodie on his website that I was like, oh, I want one of these so bad. And I thought I put the code in. I thought I saw it come up, and somehow at the end it goes, your card's been charged X amount. And I go, how much was that hoodie? And I look down and I go, oh, I paid full price for it. I didn't use the gift cards. Hey, Anthony, is there any way that I can cancel that and use my gift cards? If not, I'll buy 2 hoodies, I guess. But
yeah, you just go in there and cancel
what
it.
Gift cards?
Anthony said, no, give me all your money.
Websites can be a bit of a pain sometimes. It's nice.
They definitely
it's definitely nice to, like, if you don't want to go like do shows and stuff or whatever, like just a place for people to just a landing page for them to buy on.
Mm-hmm.
But one thing I like about like where you were talking about with Whatnot and how you tried to go into retail, and like you said, a lot of those customers are not your target market.
Exactly.
Like they're there to buy a $5 to $10 lure, you know, jerkbait or crankbait. They don't see the benefit of the handmade bait. Like
Mhm.
to most people, this one's going to catch a fish. This one's going to catch a fish. But
Mhm.
a lot of customers who buy a handmade bait, it's more of the whole experience rather than
Exactly.
just the catching of the fish. It's supporting the creator. It's
Mhm.
being able to interact with that person and say, look at what I caught. And then, you build relationships with everyone and the community all grows together. So that's pretty cool that you can have that on Whatnot. And like you said, cut the middleman out. I feel like I'm trying to promote Whatnot. I never even downloaded the app before. I never even been on there, but just as a business model, it makes a lot of sense because I feel like our customers want to support us
Yes.
and be, involved in the fishing community, not just they want to get a $5 jerk bait. Now, a place like Peak Baits would be different because if you're going in
There
there,
you go.
you're
Mhm.
you know what you're walking into. You're going
Exactly.
to support handmade bait makers. Like you're not getting the mass produced
You're
stuff.
not
Like
walking
you're
in to get a
going to
Strike King or
Nope.
something
right.
along those lines.
You're
Yeah, you're
going
walking
for that
in and
experience. Because
yeah.
you go into a store, you go into Dick's Sporting Goods, that crankbait's probably going to catch a fish just as good as mine. Like realistically, you're going to catch fish if you go fishing, probably,
Mhm.
or you're not. So it's more of the whole experience rather than like I'm not doing
Yeah, it's
anything
definitely-
that
Yeah.
extraordinary.
Exactly. Like they're a lot of these people that, come in and support, they're wanting to support you. And they're probably the people that are like, not just fishing because they want to go out catch a fish. They're like, I want to fish a lure that everyone looks over and goes, what the heck is that thing?
Mm-hmm.
You know, that's what the experience that they want. They're fishing with that lure because they think it's cool. They're throwing a lure that they think is really cool. And when they catch a fish on it, it kind of magnifies that feeling. It's like, yeah, I caught him on, a battle rat or whatever, like something that people are like, well, what's a battle rat? And it's like, yeah, there's not a bunch of these. Like they're made by this one guy or, like it's just a little more special.
I caught a fish on a lure that's half fish, half craw. Look at this thing.
Where can I get one of those?
Yeah, that's the only downside of not having a website, though. People will be like, where'd I get that? And I'm like, yeah, Whatnot.
Yeah.
I'm like, what's Whatnot? Okay.
Yeah.
I can't put him on a website, but
See, there was a reason I asked the question. I know I'm not the only one who wasn't super familiar with it, but
oh yeah, no. The first time he said too, I was like, is this a scam? Like, but I was like, no, Evan wouldn't do that. Like, this has got to be legitimate. But he's a very tech savvy guy, so I was like, can I even do this? Was my first thing, but yeah,
that's awesome. Have you noticed any, and taking that approach and selling on Whatnot in like the auction format?
Mhm.
I'm assuming you can set like a low, or
you set your starting point, like kind of like the lowest, like I got to get this, or I just made this for less than free. Yeah.
Have you noticed in changing your approach to that auction format, do you feel like you've been able to make more money, less money, same money? Is there any, I'm not going to ask you how much money by any means, just in comparison to what you were doing before. That's none of my business, but I'm just talking about like, was there a shift for the better or the worse, or did it stay the same?
For me, it was the better compared to what I was doing before. But I looking at it, I don't probably sell or make any more than I would probably if I did get a website. I just think the draw for me is, like as a parent of, 3 perfect children, I have so much time to make lures. They're always asleep on time. I can set my time up, and be like, okay, this is the day I'm going to do it. Here's my time period. And then I can also not run a show if that was just one of those weeks where we were potty training and I didn't get any baits made, because I was too busy doing laundry.
Wait, you were potty training or the kids were?
Because
you should already have that down by now, bro. Like that's, sorry.
I never took the potty training courses. I do high school. But it just fits my schedule. It just fits my schedule better. I'm not sure if I make any more money, but it fits my schedule. It's kind of an outlet to me too, so I can talk to people about my lures and people that want to listen to me, not my wife looking over her phone going, that's really cool. I like the color pink.
Nice.
It's really, you're doing a great job. I'm so proud of you.
So proud of you. You can
paint.
Yes. So
They're always
that's
so
the draw
sweet,
for
but
me.
they don't care.
Yeah, they do their
And
best.
we can't expect them to. They care about us, though, and that's the important part.
Yeah, she does. She's definitely the better half. Absolutely. Yeah.
Great. Well, that's very interesting to know. I probably won't immediately shift over to selling baits on Whatnot personally, just because I'm scared of new things. But it sounds like it's working well for you, so that's awesome.
Hey,
so
How
is there a link that we can share to your Whatnot to where people can follow you?
I don't know. That's a great
Well,
question.
we'll figure that out. And
It's
if
the
there is
same
one,
name.
we'll put it in the description.
The best that I've done is I've called everything Lake Nomad. Just like, hey, Lake Nomad. That's where it is.
Well, if we can find a link, we'll put it in the description. But if not, just download Whatnot if you don't already have it and look up, search
I'll
for
give it a shot.
Lake
I
Nomad.
think there is a way to like share shows and stuff. So I'm sure there's a way. I'll just fiddle with my phone for a while and either get too mad and not say anything, or I'll figure it out and send it to you.
Sweet.
You know what? You know what's cool? Jesse, how long does it take for you to post an item on your website?
I've gotten the longest part is taking the pictures, but after that, it doesn't take very long.
The
'cause I
whole
built myself
process.
templates. The whole process, I don't know, 15 minutes.
That's what I was going to say, 10, 15 minutes. If you're
man.
on there live doing it, a 30-second auction, boom, 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 go back
Yeah.
to, like if I
I
have
don't
like
spend that much time for sure. Yeah, that's
if
crazy. I haven't even thought about
if I
that.
have like even that's why if I do get to make stuff, I only do like 4 colors or something because I have to take pictures of it and I don't want to like do 10 colors and then have to do 10 different listings and spend 2 hours posting stuff on the web. Like it's so time consuming. So that's
yeah,
really
yeah.
cool that you could just do it live in like 30-second. This is all
Oh,
about it.
yeah.
Ask your questions, drop your bid.
It's crazy. I mean, you can go so far. If I have enough time, I'll go in there, take nice pictures, and put them on there. But even that's really pretty quick. But there are times where you can just literally put like bait number 1, bait number 2, bait number 3. Just type it in, and you can just run through the lures. And as long as you have them written down, you can just lay them on number 1, 2, and thing, and just go through it all. So yeah, that's
Does
the
it
draw
create
for
an
me.
order? Does it create an order in the app?
You can, so you'll make your listings. So you can just call it like, whatever. If you have a lot that are all the same price, you can just like make the name. And then what a lot of people will do is they'll have a piece of paper or like a mat or something over here. Like this is what I call bait number 1. And if it sells, you can just go lay it down on there. And then it'll give you a receipt later. That's like, oh, this customer bought bait number 1. And you just package it up. And the shipping labels are already created and everything too. You just got to print them off and throw them on the box and off they go. And they streamlined it.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I need to amend what I just said. If I'm doing like a wooden bait and it's a one-off, it probably takes me 15, 20 minutes to get that listed.
Well, you got to show
if
it
I've
off,
got-
right? Like,
Yeah. Because I want to take, I'm really stupid.
You gotta take really good
picky with the pictures. It's got to be the right lighting, the right angle to show the right detail.
But
With
the description,
like the
too.
probe.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, in the description too. But like with the probe, what I did with that is I wrote the description once, and then I have a template product on my website that I just it's hidden, and I just duplicate that, and all I have to change is the color. I don't have to change anything else about it. So that like a probe, and I've already got the setup for taking pictures of the probes and how I want to do it. So that maybe takes me 5 minutes total, like to get something listed. So it goes both ways, but it's
I'm sure you get better at it as you go too. Like you just said, like little tricks like templates and stuff. I'm sure that gets faster all the time. Yeah.
I don't know. Whatnot seems very interesting. I may give it a shot sometime, just see what happens. But
and the freaking
anyway.
descriptions, Jesse, you want to, because like he was saying, like you don't want to sell somebody something and it's not what they were expecting. So you're trying to like cram this stuff in the description to try to be like, this is the best way to fish it. This is how it's going to swim. This is the weight. This is that. And like all this stuff you're trying to like get in there. Very time.
Yeah, exactly.
consuming.
But like I said, I mean, you got to do it. I have to do it once for each bait, which I only have one bait at this point for now. But
but you can only sell
like,
baits if you're doing whatnot. It's almost like a give and a take thing for sure. There's just these levels where it's like I can't sell unless I'm on whatnot, which is kind of what I do kind of like in some ways, but then also less easy to find, and then someone might buy a bait when I'm just working at school. I have to sit there and have to do a show. So there's definitely whatever fits best for you. I think is kind of what it's come down to. Yeah,
exactly. And that's exactly the point. And it's like, I'm already on camera enough every week. So I don't know that I want to talk more. because this may be hard for you all to believe and you three to believe, but in my daily life, I don't talk much. I work from home. So does my wife. We're always busy all day. And like, outside of like meetings and stuff like that, I don't, even in meetings, most of the time, I don't talk much. So this is enough for me. This is enough for me. But anyway, no, like you said, William, it's all about what works best for you. So it sounds like Whatnot's working really well for you. So that's really cool. I love to see other bait makers succeed in what they're doing. And especially whenever they're doing something new and innovative, which I don't know if you're the first person to ever sell baits on Whatnot, but you're definitely the first person I've heard of.
Oh, there are definitely people before me. I'm not a lot of the customs are kind of definitely a little bit more niche, but the people are on there. Yeah. Dude, they had a lot more painters. They had a lot of like blank painters kind of on there. Yeah.
Got it.
I think it'd be good to do that in Peak Baits in the shop. Do like a Whatnot show every once in a while. That'd be cool.
Get some out.
You got all the baits behind you.
Yeah.
You could just pick one.
You
off
just
the
walk
wall.
one, pull one off. Yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah, there you go, Trevor. You gonna start a Whatnot, a weekly Whatnot?
No,
you got all that extra time. You got all that extra time, right? That would be maybe worth trying every once in a while. But
absolutely,
no, that's great. So let's jump into this bait you've got there, the one that we're giving away a couple of, the Chimera, because it's incredibly interesting. And you showed it a little bit earlier. The front half of it is fish shaped it's a crankbait, and the back half is cross shaped.
Yes.
So what was where did that idea come from? What was your inspiration for that?
It was kind of a weird, so yeah, like you said, there's the front, in case anyone didn't see it earlier, and then the back, it's the craw. It kind of a couple different things. I had the idea kind of pop in my head in the spring last year, because I had a very short amount of time. I had that, little warning. My wife's like, you can go fishing, but I need you back by, bedtime, because I'm not doing it by myself again, which I'm like, I understand. That's, the apocalypse that happens every day. I'll be here. And I went out there and I had this dilemma where I'm just like, okay, spring, craw, or do I throw a shad? Or what kind of pattern am I using here? Like, what lure do I want? Like, I don't know. I almost froze. I don't remember what I picked that day. Probably the wrong one. And then I was kind of coming home. I was like, I wish there was one for both. And it just kind of back and I go, well, crawfish do swim backwards. Kind of like fluttered back there. And I kind of just left it back there. And I was like, okay, that's cool. But I really don't know. I can't carve that. I've tried carving before. It's not my cup of tea, I don't know how you do it, Jesse. Like, you sit there and you'll carve and you're just like, oh, I'm getting so close. And all of a sudden you mess up the clear coat and you're like, I just wasted like a week sanding this thing. So I wasn't like, I'm not.
Thanks for bringing up, thanks for opening old wounds.
It's traumatic.
Well, I appreciate it.
Dark thought swimming in. I'm sorry. That was kind of the first thing I thought about it. And I was kind of hung out back there. And I'm actually, kind of a huge fan of Fallout. I don't know if you guys know what that is at all.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I got Nuka-Colas back here, like in the back of my little, shop here.
I'm familiar with it. I never actually played it, but
super nerd here. I mean, I'm a science teacher. I mean, ooh, shocker, I'm a nerd. So like, there's some creatures on there that are always kind of fused. And I'm like, oh man, that'd kind of be cool, like a radioactive looking thing. And eventually I just kind of reached out. I was like, Anthony, like Lazy Bass, like, I'm going to put in a thing here. I just want to know, how much would this be to make? Because I had seen his stuff pop up and I'm like, man, he does such good like mold work. Like it's actually vented. Like, I've already kind of started with some follow form stuff, pouring those and stuff. Like, I was like, okay, so this is a possibility. So they have molds just like I'm used to with soft plastics, just pour them instead. So I got into that. And then, I got a hold of him and I sent him a little picture. I think it's actually on. I keep it back here. All my little important things.
I have it too. It's over there.
Yeah. This is the coolest. I opened up the
one.
box and I was like, oh yeah. Like this little drawing right here. I don't know if it shows up. It's kind of the idea where it was much more natural looking in a way. And then I put this little blurb in there and I'm like, Anthony, like, you've been doing this for a while. Like, if there's any little ideas you want to throw in here or not, like, I would love to make this because it's been on my brain. I can't get let go of it. Like, crawfish swim backwards. It makes so much sense in my head for next spring where it comes at them and they see the front and they're like, hey, that's a shad. And then it goes away. I'm like, my other favorite food. I want that too. I think I woke up, like Big Mac, Dairy Queen, Blizzard flies by. I mean, like, yeah, you got me.
No matter what mood they're in, you got them. Yeah.
And so I kind of like left it out there. And then I think maybe it was the next morning, but he was like, if this is, I made this, you can say no. I think was kind of the gist of what came out. Because I didn't realize at the time that Anthony also has kind of that edgy, kind of like that radioactive look that I love, like Fallout stuff kind of coming out.
Mm-hmm.
And then this photo came up and I'm like, yes, please. Yes. It's my idea, but like turned up to like 10. I love that. Like that is so cool. Like I love the way you've kind of changed, like you kept all the stuff, but just kind of tweaked it to make it look a little bit more, kind of aggressive and mean looking, which the whole point we're doing this is because these baits look different, like they're unique. So I was like, yes, please. So yeah. And that's how it came to be. It was just having the right person I can reach out to make it for me. And then just that, not very confident back in my head where it's like, what do I choose? The panic sets in, time's wasting. It's gonna, kind of an idea out of that. Yeah. But it was definitely really different. Yeah. And before I even did it too, I told my father-in-law, because at the time, I was selling stuff, but I'm like, okay, I got a quote for it, and this is my idea. And he goes, you should do that. Like that's great. It's going to take a little bit for me to get the funds up on whatnot, because I can only make so many baits a day. And he goes, just pay me back. And he like Venmoed me a bunch of money to get back to Anthony immediately. Because I told Anthony, I was like, hey, just wait a little bit and I'll get there. So he got the ball rolling. I didn't know how fast Anthony was going to be. I was like, I want this by spring. I want this by spring. So this doesn't happen again. Yeah. Like the next day, he's like, yeah, I may have already modeled this. I was like, okay.
That's the easy
Cool.
part.
This is not how it usually goes. Yeah, but you had it like test tanked like that Friday, it felt like.
It was pretty quick. We got lucky.
Really quick.
We got pretty lucky. Your design though was like the perfect profile, and I think you even had the lip angle on there.
I had the lip angle on there.
You had the lip angle and everything.
Yeah.
So like I just literally referenced that and like,
well, because it was still sitting back there, like the whole thing. Like I had this idea, and then I was like, if I were to do this, I can't let go of it. It was like, what would be a good lip angle for these baits that I want to make? And it's going to take a lot of time to paint two sides of this thing. Like if I'm doing a double design, I'm painting two paint schemes. Like this is taking double my time to do this almost, other than the priming and then the worst part, the clear coat. Like that time investment is going to be so big. I don't want it to dive to like 12 feet and then I lost it on a tree. So I might just quit fishing. I don't know.
Yeah.
So I was just looking at, I was like, hey, I wanted to dive shallow. And I was like, well, I do fish shallow flats. So that was like, I watched a bunch of Marlene Bates videos. He has that video of the lip angles, being who I am too. I just research. I'm like 45 degrees. That looks like the sweet spot for this kind of thing. If it's gonna be that buoyant. And I was expecting a failure the first time. And then Anthony goes, I think it's just one word, like dude or bro or something like that. And then he rips my lure through the test tank and it just goes, ba, 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 ba. I'm like, don't change a thing, please. Like,
leave it exactly as
leave it
is.
just like that.
listen, the research you put in beforehand made all the difference. Like, the lip angle is so important, and like how far does the lip stick out? Like in the sketch, I literally just matched it up. Like,
oh, I didn't realize that. Yeah, I tried to
like,
make it short, but I didn't realize you copied it exactly. I didn't catch
so
that.
like
That's cool.
all those details in the drawing really like help in the design process. So it was like, it just worked perfectly. And I was like, that is money. That's perfect. I like shallow diving cranks because
absolutely.
I'm tossing up into like mud. Like I'm bringing it back from like 6 inches of water across the lake.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, I go fishing and it's usually a kayak that I just chuck in the back of my truck. I've gotten real good about it. It's actually almost on the ceiling over here. Like I got to lift it down, but I have it to where I can just like let it almost fall down out of my garage into like the right spot and throw it in and just take off and be there as fast as I can to get back in time. And it's like you said, it's those spots where the boats can't get. And you're throwing up these little spots and the fish are almost there. For some reason for me, I find them there a lot. They're just up in this nasty, you think it'd be uninhabited. You're like, oh, there might be some minnows up there. Oh, there's some big ones up there that are like, hey, no one comes over here. This is a nice little quiet spot. And that's kind of what this was for. That spring, shallow, flat bite where I get a lot of spots around here where the grass comes up to maybe almost a foot from the surface in spots here in Arkansas. And I can swim this right above that and not get tangled. And then that's a nightmare on a kayak.
I can't wait to spring. I want to try it out in the lake.
I think about it all the time. Yeah.
Are you frozen there? Is it frozen over there?
I think we're mostly not frozen. We don't always freeze for very long. So it's not good enough to ice fish, but it's frozen enough not to fish. It's that weird.
It's the same thing as Jesse, right?
Yep. Yeah. It never freezes enough to ice fish, but it'll stay frozen over for.
Yeah.
At least me and Trevor just locked out. Like we know there's no chance for like another couple months.
What part of the country are you in, William?
So I'm in Northwest Arkansas. I'm in Springdale.
Oh, you're not far from me. Yeah.
No, you always say stuff, and I'm always like, that's Missouri. That part of Missouri is not that far away from me, I don't think.
Yeah, I'm
as a crow flies.
45 minutes from the Arkansas border.
Yeah.
Just south of Branson.
Everybody lives near you, Jesse.
Yeah. Glides is
Eric.
basically your neighbor. Eric's over in Oklahoma.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And then you got these two yahoos up
here cold.
So you've got the smack dab middle of the country, you've got the Northeast, or you've got the Carolinas.
Yeah, I actually grew up there near Iowa on the other side of the border of Missouri, up in Iowa. I used to walleye fish instead of bass fish.
Missouri's
10 years ago, we moved down. It was, they had a lot of different fish species. I had to learn to bass fish here, and I was like, why have we never done this before, Dad? And my dad was like, well, the walleye tastes better. I'm like, I don't care that much. Like, I love me a walleye, don't get me wrong, but like, I don't have time to clean them anyway. Like, I just want to catch fish.
Yeah, definitely.
But yeah, that was so long. I can get off on tangents. No, the whole thing, it was just that crazy indecisive moment. And then just I love kind of crazy designs like that. And then it was just like, and I get to fish with it. That whole thing just kind of came together, and I'm like, I really want to do this. And just,
what if I didn't have to choose? Yeah.
What if I didn't have to choose was exactly what my mind went to. I can just throw that and then I'm done. Yeah.
Yep. 2 birds, 1 stone. Hopefully a fish as well.
Here's another thing. You designed that because it's a problem you had, like, and I feel like a lot of us are like that. Like, I know I'm like that. If I'm making a bait, it's because I think it's cool and I hope others do, like,
yeah.
I don't know. It's not just like, I think this is going to sell really good. Like, I don't know.
Oh yeah. That's always like an afterthought. Like,
yeah, hopefully it sells, but if not, I think this is going to be cool.
It's always feel better. It feels better. I mean, I have my first bait over here. It's garbage, absolute garbage. My PB is still on it. Not don't get me wrong. My first bait ever. It looks like someone threw it up and he found it on the bank, and then like all the clear coat peeled off of it. Like, I mean, gosh dang, guys. I mean, it's got
way
holes
better
in it.
than
It's
mine.
got holes in it. The clear
That's better
coat's
than my first one.
cracking. These are only in about like 1/8 of an inch. These freaking twist ties. I didn't know what I was doing the first time. It had a hunting action, caught my PB like 3 others, and then it like broke. And I was like, oh, cool. Can do it again. But yeah,
my first one was a crankbait too, and it sunk like a rock. So you got me beat there.
Happens. No, it's a hard floater, I'll tell you that. Like one little split shot in the bottom. That's all I had for. But no, it feels better when you catch it yourself. That's what I think what we're all chasing too. It's just when you make your own lures and you catch a fish, it just feels even better. So I definitely got into it. Like, this was for me, and I was like, I really hope other people like this. That was definitely the thought behind it. I was like, it solves a problem and it just looks sick and I want to fish it. Like, yeah.
Well, people seem to be enjoying it, especially recently after a certain event that we'll get to. So let's talk about my elephant in the room here. Recently, you were featured on a specific YouTube channel that may or may not have been mentioned in our conversation
know about that. What?
Previously. Yeah, no big deal. As I've said many, many times before on this show, I am an unapologetic Nate Marling fanboy. He's why I started making baits. I watched him for years before I even thought about making baits, just because it was cool, right? It was just cool to see that. And I even remember thinking, like, I'll never be able to do that, but this is fun to watch. You went and got yourself featured in a Nate Marling video. It wasn't just shown. Like, a lot of baits get shown. I've had a bait shown on his channel. I've had it shown just briefly. You got
which is already cool enough. Yeah, you like, yeah.
Yeah, I was ecstatic about that. So I can't imagine how you felt whenever he made a full video dedicated to painting the Chimera blanks that you sent him. Which I'm gonna say this: I was at first, incredibly jealous. That was my initial gut reaction. But then I realized that this was super cool and I'm very happy for you. And I only cried for like 10 or 15 minutes. It was fine. No, seriously though, it was really, really cool to see somebody I know. And he mentioned Anthony in the video as well, but like somebody I know who, and I kind of had a side seat view of the development of this bait, and seeing that featured in, you know, the who's arguably like the biggest YouTuber in the bait making space.
Arguably. Come on.
I looked it up, but I tried to explain to my wife, and I was like, who's the biggest custom bait maker in the world? And it's like, I think there was 2 names that were at number 1, and he was one of those top ones. And I was like, trying to explain it to her. She still doesn't get it, but.
Yeah, well, because whenever you look at like how many subscribers he has versus like Mr. Beast or something like that, it's like it doesn't look like that much. But whenever you look at it compared to like I have 102, he's like 500,000 or something like that. It's like, yeah. So okay, not arguably the biggest bait maker in the YouTube space. Like how did that like what was your? I know you played it off. So, oh, no big deal, right?
Yeah, I was being sarcastic as heck. I bowed.
I know.
I think I needed to be resuscitated. Yeah, that was.
What was that moment actually like for you?
Well, I didn't expect it. So, like, the reason I even sent him one was just because, like, I remember. I mean, it feels like forever ago now. Just watching his videos. Same thing. I'll never be able to do this, but I loved watching it because when I get into a hobby, I go into a hobby. That's just the way I am. And I was like, man, I love watching this. These things are so cool, but I'll never be able to do that. I can't even afford to do it. Like, just always right there. So, like, I watched him for years. And then I think the first, like, time I even made it, it was, like, because I watched him eventually, like, during COVID, like I said, I was like, I've watched this before. And now I can tell my wife why I want to make baits, and try to make sense of the price, which was a lie. Yeah, like I was able to go off his experience. So, like, he has meant so much to me for so long. Like, he knows who I am, but I'm over here like I feel like I know everything about marling baits. I've watched all your videos. Like, I put them on in my.
It feels
car
a little creepy, doesn't it? Like
I don't want to tell him that.
Sometimes.
It's weird.
Yeah. Like if I ever met him, I'd be like, oh, hey, what's up, dude? I'm Jesse. Who are you?
Yeah, give him a hug, and he's like,
just a deep embrace
all the time.
Like, you changed my life.
Right.
Oh, he's never coming on this show.
Man,
he's never.
I hope he doesn't watch this episode if he does. No. Oh my gosh. Yeah. No. He's like a hero almost. He's that guy. And so, like, when I got this made, which has a lot of his, I feel like a lot of the groundwork is kind of laid by him in a way. Like, he's the one that I watched, like, make a through wire. So, like, when Anthony asked me, I was like, I really want a through wire because I love the idea of it being stronger. Like, that's why you do a through wire. Or, like a lot of his lures, like, they're bigger, which is why this is a decent sized lure. I feel like that kind of comes from him. Like, throwing that big lure is always cool. It's a bigger canvas. That's what I want. And he likes to make those gnarly baits. This is in my head was like, oh, this is kind of a gnarly bait, like he would call it. So I just wanted to send him a couple. Like, that was all it was going to be. I was just kind of like, I'm going to send him 2 of these. And if he never touches them, that's fine. I just want to say thank you. And then I wrote this little note, and I was just like, oh my gosh, it was probably the nerdiest note he's ever read. I'm almost embarrassed to even like think about it. Because I don't know what you say to someone like that, like who doesn't know who you are, but you're like, man, you influenced me so much. But I just wrote a little spiel, like I put some fun facts about why I called it the Chimera on there, like he does his fun facts. And then I mentioned Anthony because I was like, this would have never happened without him. Like, we're both like co-creators of this thing. I want to make sure I put him in here, like, because that's what I love about this community.
Thank
is we love to do that.
That made my whole week.
Oh yeah,
it made me cry a little bit harder.
I've watched it. Yeah, so like I sent it to him with no expectations of it, even seeing it. Like, if I even saw him open it, I was hoping I sent the right PO box. Like, that was all I was doing. I would just love to see it flicker on screen or just know he got it. And I turn on, because I know when he posts, like, I know, like, it's been Tuesdays at this point, a lot of Tuesdays. We all, right. Like, we all probably know
Sundays, and so we switch.
Yeah, you never know. He'll kind of go back and forth, but it had been Tuesdays. So Tuesday comes along, and I think I got home, and I turned it on, and it took me a sec. I go, why the heck is a Chimera on here? And I just sat there for a couple of seconds, and it hit me. And I go, he did it. And I didn't even watch it yet. I think the first thing I did was send a message to Anthony with like the video like linked to it. And he goes, I'm already watching this. And
Yep, I got the same notification.
I go, oh, how long has this been out? And then I get over it. It's like 10 minutes old. Like, it was downloaded 10 minutes ago. and
Yeah.
we were already watching this thing, and I was like, and then I'm not sure if I watched the whole thing before I didn't get to watch. My wife did, because I ran downstairs going, because I was supposed to be like doing something upstairs. Who knows what that was? I probably never got done. And I ran downstairs and I'm like, look. Like, I didn't paint the thing yet. Like, it's on here. And I knew he had painted it. And she ended up taking my phone, assuming that I had watched this episode, apparently. Because I'm like dancing around here. So I'm so excited. She's like, oh, she must have watched it. It must have been a good video. I don't know anything about this video. And she has me take the kids outside to the front and play, because there's a warmer kind of day for whatever reason in the fall or winter, whenever that was at this point. And I'm out there dying. Like, I haven't even watched this. Like, and I finally come back in, like, can I watch it now? She's like, you haven't even watched that? And I go, no. She's like, I'm so sorry. She was trying to, like, she knew who this guy was. I talk about him all the time. I'll play him because my son goes to sleep. I'll have him on like the TV and on the YouTube. So she had no idea. She knew who it was. She's trying just to be like there for me. Oh my gosh, that was the longest 20 minutes of my life.
Keeping you from watching it the whole time.
Yeah. And I finally get to watch it, and oh my gosh, like, just the whole time, it just seemed surreal. I mean, it took me a couple watches to even like feel like it was a thing that had happened. It was crazy. Yeah, and then I was like, man, am I just being like too crazy? Maybe I am a fanboy. I don't like to admit that I am. Like, that's a little embarrassing. But then Anthony goes, no, my wife. What did you say? You said my wife it probably looked like I was like a kid who finally went to the bathroom on the potty for the first time, and it was telling his mom. Because he was a big, I was like, yeah, he got mentioned. Like, this is a lure he made, like, molded and everything. So like, so I could share it with him, But yeah, no, it was huge. And then he tagged us in it. He put it on Instagram. I mean, one of the greatest days of my life. I was just like, now what do I do with my life? This is like, it has been fulfilled. Like, do I just stop now? Like,
I just retire. I'm done. Like,
I'm gonna retire and start golfing more. I don't know. Like, I don't.
I watched that video like 5 times at work that day, and then
yeah.
And then when
so
my
much better
wife
when you
got
said
home,
that.
we
Yeah.
watched it when she got home. Yeah.
Yeah,
I've
I probably
watched
watched
it.
it 12 times now, at least.
I'm probably in the double digits, and I'm not even in it because I was just like, I know these guys. These guys. Look at
I
you.
didn't paint
I
a
was
bluegill for like a month after that. There was no way I was touching that.
Yeah. Yeah, I think, and you and I traded some comments in his post on it. Like,
Yeah, we did. We did. Yes, we did.
And I was like, bro, I've been chasing after this guy. I've been trying to keep up with him for years now. Good
Yes.
luck. Like,
Yeah, there were so many
it's
people
just
that are doing that. Yeah.
different level.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
And then I don't know my favorite line, and it's just a little quip when he was like, yeah, this qualifies as gnarly bait. Oh gosh.
Yes.
That's what I wanted.
Make a badge. It says
Yeah, gnarly.
Yeah, gnarly. Official.
Certified
gnarly.
gnarly bait. You got to put that on the packaging.
Yes. Although I
Yeah.
did laugh because I knew how this thing swims, and obviously he doesn't. He just saw how deep it sat in the water, and he was like, oh, this will dive, and I cast out further, and I'm like, this is almost a wake bait.
Super shallow.
It's a shallow running, big motion spring bait. And when he went to go fish it, I'm like, oh no. Like in the winter in Iowa, I was like, I can't wait for him to see the action, but this isn't the time for it.
Yeah, definitely not a
Yeah.
winter bait.
And then, yeah, he walks away. He goes, I could cast this for a week and I catch a fish. But in the spring, I'm like, that's what it was made for. He didn't know. It was because he had just gotten rid of that big tank. I was just laughing. It was, and for him to like actually say something good about it at the end of like, in the spring, this is going to be killer. I was just like, yep,
Yes.
I can be done with everything now. Done.
Yeah, it's official.
Yeah,
Yeah, official. It's
It was super
official.
cool,
No, it's really
super
cool,
cool.
and I was really happy to see somebody that I'm in the same space with, like
Mhm.
getting that recognition and getting that, like, because it's an awesome bait. Like, there's no denying it, and
Thank you.
it's a really, really cool idea, concept, execution, and of course, you throw a Nate Marling paint scheme on it, it's gonna make it even better.
Oh yeah.
But
And
It was
and
really,
not
really
even
cool.
to know he was going to do it. It was like a little gift, you know?
I saw the Instagram post first, and I thought you
Mhm.
posted it. So I'm
Yeah.
like, wait a
What?
And then I get the YouTube. It was like the universe was watching me do this, because like I see the Instagram post, and then yes, I have the alerts turned on too. And then bing, Marling Bates posted a new video. I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
what? And so I immediately went and watched it. I wasted no time, but yeah, it was really, really cool to see that. And I'm very happy for you. Has anything changed? Like, we're talking about it like you were featured on, like, I can't think.
Whatever it is bigger than that.
Like Friday night prime time TV. There is nothing bigger than that.
Well, this is what it feels like in the community. Like that's what everyone's kind of watching. That's what I definitely drove in some business. I mean, I've had people that are like, oh, I saw that. Like I do Whatnot shows. Like, wait, that looks like the one that Nate Marling, did. And I was like, actually, I made that. He painted it. Like, like
that he painted.
No big deal. Yeah, no, it is so cool like that. So like I've gotten some more on there, and then more people are like, oh, I know that, and they'll to kind of go at chase a little harder. But then I've also had people ask about blanks. I know Trevor bought some Chimera blanks from me. I can never say her name. She's so good. Little River Lure Lady.
Little River Lure Lady.
Gosh, dang, I have to pause. My mouth is
Zena.
stupid for that. Yes. Because I've been following her for a long time. She does some amazing stuff. My wife loves her nails on there. Yeah, she has like the nails on that are painted and stuff. But yeah, like she ordered some blanks. I'm waiting to see those. So like that's been the coolest part, honestly, is people ordering blanks so that I can kind of see, like, cutting from a different angle. Like, this is the way I'm probably going to keep attacking this until somebody goes, look at this. And it's like, oh, I never thought about doing it that way. Like, that's so cool. Like, I want to try that now too, So that's been the coolest part. Just a lot of us who watch Marling Baits are like, oh, there's blanks out there. I want to paint some of those. And that's been the cool part about it. And I get to enjoy that really too, so. Yeah.
Did you see a boost in like your followings on Instagram and YouTube and things like that from that feature?
A little bit, yeah. Instagram for sure. YouTube not as much. I think I was pinned on Instagram only. So YouTube didn't see a huge jump, but there were some people that go, wait a second. And then I'll get some subscribers on there. I'm not huge on YouTube anyway. I think I'm at like, I'll take every subscriber I get. I've been doing it for a while now, and I've just now got to like 6,500 or something like that, which is,
oh yeah, that's not much at all
compared to. I didn't mean it like that.
Well, you got to make YouTube videos to get subscribers.
I'm definitely not getting paid
for
it
in like 6 months.
I'll tell you that.
Yeah,
no money is being made on YouTube. That's just a fun place to put it, and I love being able to get stuff out there and talk to people on there too. But like, so YouTube, it didn't get pinned, and then like it didn't really change. But Instagram, which I'm very much newer to, I'm not a big social media guy to begin with. I'm not very tech savvy, so Instagram was like scarier than Facebook for me. I was like, I can run Facebook. I'm under 60. I can do that. But Instagram took me a little bit longer to figure out, because the first time I did a reel, I'm just like searching like, how do you add a video to this thing? Oh, it's a plus sign. How am I supposed to know that? Like, it took me forever. But I definitely saw
it used to be a camera.
Yeah. Yeah. And then, so yeah, a little bit of a boost on that for Instagram. And then people have been getting a hold of me on Instagram and asking like, can I get some blanks for you? Or do you have any made that I can buy? So I've seen some sales through that, not even through Whatnot, that I can just sell and get that extra 3% to myself. And then that's always cool too. Every little bit, absolutely. And then I think, Anthony, you said that you got some people asking about molds, didn't you? Right after as well.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Anytime, I appreciate it. Anytime I work with somebody and then they even make a post, I always get 2 or 3 people after that reaching out to me. So it's
I want to say,
awesome.
honestly, I think it was Trevor. It was, I think, one of your lures that I saw or something come up one time, and I was like, oh, that's cool that he makes those. And like the resin, and I was like, oh, where does the mold come? Like, I think it was you that I actually found, the Lazy Baits Co. through in the first place. So it's probably the same thing. He probably posted something, put you on there,
and
then
is because of Trevor.
Trevor, the unspoken hero.
So I was one of the ones that was drawn in for the same kind of thing. Yeah, I was just, yeah. Oh my gosh.
We all grow together. Like I feel like it's been said a bunch of times on the podcast. Rising, what is it? Jesse, help me. Rising tides,
or raise all ships.
Right.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, like if I see a post that is somebody I know, like I try to share it to my story or repost it. Granted, I barely have time to even scroll through Instagram anymore, but yeah, like we all support each other and we all help each other grow. And it's not like there's plenty of business out there, Well, that was not like we have to like be so competitive where it's like, I'm not going to share this person's baits because they sell baits also. Like, Like,
That's
no.
what shocked me is, people aren't like that. Like when I first got into it, I'm like, okay, how many people am I going to like tick off? You know, if I take
Probably
business
some.
from this.
There's some people like that, I'm sure, but
I've already blocked those people. No.
yeah, exactly though.
Good.
You're like, I don't need that negativity.
I don't even need it. How many things I have to YouTube sometimes I'll have to ignore some of them. But like, yeah, there's most people like, which I did not expect, are very positive and like, it's crazy. Yeah.
One thing I've noticed, and whenever it comes to like handmade baits, the market for it is usually people. You're rarely going to find somebody that just buys one bait maker's baits, right? Whenever it comes to the handmade stuff, like they collect the baits, but they also collect the bait makers, if that makes sense. Like they want, like they want something cool from everybody. So it's not like we're taking business away from each other, because most of the people that I've seen, it's like they just are adding another piece to their collection of handmade baits, right?
Absolutely.
And they want a big collection, so they've got to branch out from. And they may start with one maker, but then they, like we all do. I'm terrible at Instagram. I'm going to say that right here and now to all of you here, as well as all of you who have been on the show, who watch the show, who I interact with on Instagram. I'm terrible at Instagram. I'm terrible at resharing stuff. Why am I in charge of the Bait Boys podcast Instagram? I'll never know.
Because he'll edit. No.
But just know.
Because it was your idea.
Yeah, well, I do support all of you, and I love all of you, and everything you make is awesome, but I'm terrible at sharing that stuff. But
it's hard.
You saying all this makes me feel kind of bad about how bad I've been slacking, but it's like, I get on Instagram to make a post, and then I jump off, and that's rare in that occasion.
Take everything I say as sarcasm, for sure.
Not what you're saying specific, like, but I do feel bad. I think about this regularly. It's like, man, I should be better at this, at like the support aspect of it, because so many people are so good at it. Like Trevor is phenomenal at it.
No.
Trevor's phenomenal.
He does post a lot of cool stuff on there. Those little lippers and the big lippers you've been putting out there. The big,
he posts a lot of cool stuff.
Yeah, and like kid combos.
Cool. Those have been cool. He's also great at like liking other people's stuff, commenting on other people's stuff, sharing other people's stuff, reposting it, and
it's fast too. I don't know how many times I'll post something on Instagram. I'm not even sure if it's downloaded all the way yet. Maybe like shared by Peak Baits. I'm like, thank you.
Yeah. Think you have somebody else on your Instagram. Dad,
he's got pays one of his 3 kids like a nickel a week to just share stuff that pops up on the screen.
Who's doing it? Autumn? You got your daughter running social media?
Oh, yes.
You're like, anything fishing that comes across my feed, like it and comment.
She's like, comment.
She's like,
it's not even just a share. It'll be a positive comment that's thought out. How did you do that so fast? That's crazy.
Yeah. She's like, McDonald's for dinner, Dad? And you're like, yes, McDonald's for dinner.
You just need to like 50 more posts, like and share 50 and comment on 50 more posts.
You get to eat, buddy. Yeah.
It's happening right now.
It's happening right now as we speak.
Sure.
This automation at its finest. Child labor.
It's a family company. It's free. It's legal, right? Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. If it's your kid, it's not, it's not, anyway, we've been talking about content creation, and I want to talk a little bit about that too, because your approach to tell us about your approach to like long form videos and how you like, do you storyboard it? Do you plan it out? Do you just make it and film it? Like what's your approach to creating long form content?
It's really just first get out fishing. No, I think I just record it, and if I feel like it's good enough, then I'm like, okay, I need to edit this, and then from there I'll go in and be like, okay, I have probably 80 videos just sitting in limbo somewhere that I just haven't ever touched because for whatever reason, or I had a 3rd kid recently, so the long form has just fallen off a cliff. I have some waiting. I'm almost done with one of them actually, but it's really just like I'll get done. I'll record the whole process. I'll plan it out. I'm like, Ron Bates, not everyone's going to be like, oh yeah, that's worth sharing. If I feel like it was something that I did that's not worth it, I'll just be like, okay, that's fine. I'll just delete it off. Not a big deal. But if I record something and I go, that was really cool, I'm going to go fishing with it. That's kind of when it becomes a video at that point where I'm like, I'm going to go out here and I'm going to actually try to catch some fish on it, and it might be worth watching. And then at the end of it, honestly, just go through and get rid of all of my ramblings or the crazy stuff that happens, because I don't know why every time I go out, some animal just approaches me out of nowhere all the time. And then I always get caught. And that's when I catch a fish every single time. I don't know how many times I had to cut that out where I'm just sitting here and this like a crane lands like right next to me, and I'm like, oh, what are you doing here, man? And then tug goes the line, and then you're like, oh, I didn't catch anything. But yeah, I just go through and like the moments that are important, I keep those, cut out my rambling or me just not catching a fish for 2 hours out of everything, and then just condense it down. I'm not going to consider myself a great editor. I just speed it up until I see the thing move, the rod move, and I'm like, okay, now I can record. But now I can go back to, this is where the video starts again. It's just kind of what I do with it. Yeah, I've recorded so many things that just sit out there. I don't know until I'm done. Yeah. I don't know how to elaborate on it. It's just all it is. Yeah, there's no rhyme or reason to it at all. None. The short stuff.
Is long form.
Yeah. Sorry.
Is long form your favorite? Long form's your go-to, like your favorite?
Not really. I think I enjoy the shorts more sometimes just because I've already said I'm a nerd. Okay, it's out there. I listen to audiobooks when I paint.
Mm-hmm.
And if I'm making a long form, I can't do that because I'm recording on my phone. I don't have another camera that I feel like is good enough to capture what I'm doing, that is on par with this. So I have to use my phone for all that. I have a little stand. I just put the phone on and I'm sitting here letting it roll. And I'm just going, I wonder what happened in that book. Because I always have more than one thing going on, like I have something I'm listening to, or I'm watching Marlon Bates. So I may not be watching it directly, but it's sitting over here, or it's been your guys' podcast before. Like if I'm messaging and I stop for 20 minutes, I'm painting for a second, and then I'm heat gunning and I'm watching again, like I'm listening the whole time, but I don't have the phone in my hand. So I love to multitask like that. So short form, I can literally go be like, I record the first 3 seconds of putting on paint and I cut it. I go back to what I was doing and I can just enjoy the whole reason I'm doing this, which is, making this lure,
Yeah.
So I do prefer the short forms just for that reason. Because I'm happier than when I have an earbud in and I'm painting and I'm doing something else. I just love that.
No, I agree. I do the same. And yeah, I'm a nerd too, I guess, if audiobooks make you a nerd. Because I can't read.
Same.
So, I mean, I can read. I just don't like to read. But I love audiobooks.
Well, they're more convenient. And I love a good story. But I can't read a book and do something else without getting hurt. So...
I get hurt anyway, whether I'm doing something else or distracted or not. So I feel you there. But have you noticed a difference in your reach whenever it comes to the short form stuff?
Shorts are just better with the reach. I don't know what it is. Like I have posted some videos, long form, that I'm like, man, this is a pretty good video. Like, because I never know until I'm done with what you guys that. Unlike today, like I don't plan like this when it comes to my own stuff. When it's somebody else's stuff, it's more important to me. I'm going to be there on time. I'm going to be planned. I don't want to do something that, wastes somebody else's time. Or if it's mine, whatever.
May get to it when you can.
Yeah, I'll make a video sometimes. Go, yeah, that one's worth posting. I will put this one up, and then I'll put it up, and I'm like, 50 views. Okay, that happened. Cool. I still love the 50 views, and I'll have a couple comments like, dude, that was a good video. I'm like, YouTube doesn't think so, but I appreciate that. I thank you very much for that. You put out a short. Like I had a short one time that I didn't think it was that great. It was a cool color and all, but like the video quality wasn't that great. Like it was one of those days where like, I think one of my shop lights have gone out. So I'm just like, the iPhone does that dark thing where it wants to switch back and forth between like dark and light and it has no idea what to do with the thing. And like half the videos like that, 1 million views. And then like it shoots up by like 1,000 subscribers. And I'm like, that was garbage.
Yeah.
I posted that because it's been a week and I didn't want to go a week without posting something.
Yeah.
Like, but then I got a lot of orders from that one. People are like, they're like, hey, how do I get a hold of you to get some more of that color? And I'm like, okay, cool. I can do that for you for sure. But yeah, the YouTube doesn't care for the long forms as much. And the shorts do reach a lot more. They're my favorite ones. So I have a lot more shorts than I do long forms. Yeah.
My most like viral short on YouTube was like, I caught a pickerel on a glide bait and I like netted it. And then like up in the corner was like a dancing pickle. It was like a 15-second video and it got like tens of thousands of views. All these, it makes no sense, their algorithm. Your shorts show up on my feed all the time.
Oh, they do?
Yeah, okay. On YouTube.
I honestly didn't know if you guys knew I had a YouTube. I didn't know until I read this thing. I was like,
Yeah.
Okay.
They pop up all the time when I'm just, because I watch it on the TV and I'll just thumb through the shorts. And then, I don't know, I really like your shorts because
Oh, thank you.
you talk like while you're doing it, but it's like intriguing, but not like boring. Like,
It's all
it's
quick.
like,
Yeah.
it's to the point and interesting. And then the next point and interesting. Like, I think
That's
it's a
what
good
it
way to go
kinda-
about it.
Yeah, that's kind of, I think, the way I do it. I love to just, here it is. Here's what I did. That's just how
Yeah.
I am. So I appreciate that. Thank you very much. Yeah, that's kind of what they're supposed to be. Is just, here's the important points. You don't need to watch me trip in my garage while I was doing this.
Watch that also.
That's
Oh
the
my
stuff people watch
gosh.
the most. They want to
Yeah.
see you hurt yourself.
Or the time where I'm trying to inject soft plastics, and I'm like, this usually takes about a quarter injector. How did I get an entire injector into this? I just keep pushing and pushing. And I look down and my whole bench is covered in plastic. And I'm like, oh, I forgot to put the clamps on it. There goes a cup.
Yeah. Oopsie.
Whoops.
Yeah, I think my most rewatched video moment is whenever I stabbed myself in the hand with a screwdriver while trying to open a can of polyurethane that had crusted shut. You know how you can see and watch the most
And
most
you're
rewound
pushing
moments?
hard on that. Oh my gosh. Yeah. People
And
like
it's
to
like-
either see positive things or really gnarly things that happen to
Yeah.
people.
Like, what about the bait that I spent a week making? Like, are you not like, why you don't care about the big
You got
reveal
100
part at
views,
the
it's
end?
fine.
You just want to see me stab myself. Okay, I mean that's way easier.
It is.
That's
I
way
can do this
easier.
every day if you want me to. Yeah.
Jesse, that was just me.
That was just you watching it over and over again.
Just kept going back all day.
Just laughing with a bowl of popcorn.
Idiot.
What a moron! Had his
What a
hand right in
maroon.
the way.
Oh. Yeah.
Eating your popcorn like Tom Cruise, just tossing it in there. Anyway,
But I think it is just that the people watch shorts nowadays. I really think is what's going on. Because even Marley, I've
Attention
noticed like his
spans.
old stuff has kind of gone. He's gotten better. 100%. Like some of his new
yeah.
ideas, I'm just like, gosh dang, like I see everything you've learned in that lure. But it's not like where some of the old ones were, and I'm like, that doesn't make any sense. It's just the shorts. Which I think he's been doing some shorter stuff now too. I've seen pop up every once in a while. So yeah.
Yeah, you see a lot more of the 10 to 15 minute videos from him now.
Yeah. Yeah, he's kind of
Where they
shortened
used
it
to be
down,
45
condensed
minutes.
it. And I'd watch the 45-minute one happily.
Oh, yeah.
But, yeah.
But not
It's
everybody
just-
will. So.
Yeah. I just think that
I get
it's just the way things are now, I guess. The shorts just do better.
Yeah, and it'll go back. It's the YouTube landscape has done that a couple of times where it's like, if your video is longer than 5 minutes, nobody's going to watch it. It's like, if your video is shorter than 30 minutes, nobody's going to watch it. And then it's back to like, if it's longer than 30 minutes, it fluctuates so much over the past 10 years. But anyway, let's talk a little bit, because you're, out of everything we've talked about today, you're obviously a busy guy like most of us are, but you've got 3 kids, with one of them being relatively new, right?
He's a year old.
Full-time job, full-time bait maker, or, well, yeah, that's how we all are. Like, you make baits when you can.
Yeah. Yeah.
So whatever time is left, you make the baits with. Like, how do you balance, and then you're creating content, you're trying to, push your business, you're doing whatnot lives and things like that. How do you balance all of that and avoid burnout, or do you not avoid burnout? Or is there anything that you do specifically to pull yourself out of it?
The only way it even works is honestly my wife. She's very I think we probably all have, I'm assuming, if you're still married, supportive wives at this point.
Yeah. They may be watching. Yes. Yes, we do.
Yes is the right answer. So I mean, that makes it possible. But for the burnout, I don't know. I don't burn out very often on things. I'm kind of weird about that. I get very much into what I'm doing, and time just passes, and I really don't get tired until I realize it's like 2 a.m. And then I'm like, and I walk in the door and I'm like, I forgot to eat, and my wife is in the bed. Okay, I guess I get a clear code in.
Oh, she's sleeping. It's fine.
Yeah. I think a lot of it is, I really enjoy it, but I think I do usually mix in, at some point it'll thaw out. And, this hobby is more than just making baits. It's making baits. You get to go fishing with them a lot of times, which is really fun. And I see the selling of it as almost a completely separate thing sometimes. Like the making it is one process. This is one hobby. And then I get to go talk about them over here when I'm selling them. So I think that's kind of what it is. It kind of feels more diverse than just one singular thing that I'm doing. It feels like there's like 3 separate hobbies kind of wrapped up. So I just don't burn out on it very often, I think is what's really happening. or I'm just weird. You know,
We all are.
We're all weird here.
I really like
Right.
it. Like I've had a lot of hobbies in the past that I get all into, and then like a month later, I'm like, yeah, that was dumb. I don't know why I did that.
Mhm.
Like I remember trying to get into, was it crocheting one time? I don't even know. There's been so many things that have gone by, but this is one of those things that I'm like, no, this is cool. I love being outdoors. I think it's part of it too. Because I did snake research while I was in college, catching snakes and measuring them and everything else. It's like everything that I love put together. There's fish, there's animals, I get to create something with my hands, which I love. So it's just like all my favorite things right there. And if I get tired of that, I must be tired of being alive at that point. I feel like I don't know what else I'm supposed to do at that point, you know?
Yeah. Well,
And then
I'm
the
glad
kids
to
are
see that
getting
there's
into
another.
it too. So I get to tell them about it. It's been pretty cool.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I'm glad to see another serial hobbyist get stuck on bait making.
Oh,
like I
yeah.
did. Yeah. It's
It's a dang near an addiction
many different
sometimes.
things.
It's even harder when it's in your garage, like not having a separate shop. Like, you guys ever catch yourself just walking out in your garage and you're like, I'm going to grab something. And all of a sudden you're like, I'm painting now.
yeah.
Yeah,
I can't leave work.
that's my entire night when I leave work. I come
Mhm.
home, come down. I'm like, I got to run downstairs real quick. Next thing you know, I'm doing something over here, got a
The
drill
worst
out.
question.
Like,
Yep. How
For
much
me lately,
longer?
yeah. For me, it's like I just gotta go check on my print real quick and make sure it's
Yep.
not making spaghetti.
Oh my gosh.
And I'm out there. And I'm
I
like,
don't do the printing, but I know what you mean. I'm just real quick. And my wife's like, okay, real quick.
2 hours later,
Yeah.
are you gonna eat dinner? Yeah. Yeah. Give me 5 minutes. Another 30
It's
minutes
always
later.
5
it's like-
minutes. Always 5
Yeah.
minutes.
And it's
Well,
never
are you
5
almost done clear
minutes.
coating? Yeah, like 5 minutes. Just like 5 more minutes, and I'll have this clear coat on. No,
Yeah. Or
I'm
like,
already clear coating this one. I already have the UV stuff out. There's one more. It won't take that much longer to do that one too. Whatever.
And it never fails. It's like I work from home, so I'll work on baits on my lunch break. A lot of times I have an hour for lunch, and I'll be like, I can clear coat a couple of baits in that amount of time, and it never fails. Those are the ones that always give you the most trouble.
Absolutely.
Like, they've got
Yeah.
the spot on it that just like it keeps fish eyeing off of or just pulling away from. But then
Yes,
whenever
I understand.
when you've got unlimited time, it's like, oh, that was quick. It took 15 seconds, and that's the best clear coat I've ever
why?
done.
Why? Like my wife will be like, hey,
The universe hates us.
Do you want to watch? Because I love The Office. We'll watch The Office sometimes while I'm out here, like sanding or something. And that'll be the
Mhm.
night that the clear coating or that paint job took a lot longer than I thought. And then I'm out here and I'm like, this is supposed to be a quick, just boom, done. I'm going to go do some sanding. And that's the night that I spend all night just doing that one little thing that was supposed to be 5 minutes long or 15, like you said. And it's like, and those nights where you're like, okay, this is going to take forever. Perfect. Everything went smoothly. I didn't make any other plans. You're just like, okay, this is cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's like, well, I guess I can start on something else because with all
There's
this
always something else to do.
always something else to do. Well, that's awesome. So looking ahead, where do you want to take Lake Nomad next? Like, how do you want to grow? What baits do you want to do? What new content do you want to do?
I focus more on baits. The videos come, like I've kind of said about, like as they do. Like if I have a video, will come as I make the lures. I'm not really too worried, or I don't even think about the content making as much. The next thing I have on my mind, I've already got on, Lazy Bait Co's radar. I think I want to make a smaller Chimera. That's the
That'd be
next thing
awesome.
that I want to do. I want to make something that's a little smaller with a little more aggressive lip angle, a little longer lip, and just kind of more of an all-around thing for people that, maybe are just getting into it. And then that 2.5 ounce or 2.3 ounce Chimera might be a little terrifying at first with, it's still got 2 heads, but it's like an ounce. You can do this. It's a gateway drug into the Chimera.
Yeah. You like
Just
this one,
enough
you're
to-
really going to like the big one.
Just to
Yeah.
get them hooked, No, that's
See
a
what you
bad
did
pun.
there.
I'm just going to stop. Yeah, that was bad.
It's okay. We're all dads. Dad jokes are
Other
allowed.
than I teach the students all the time. The best thing is them rolling their eyes at me. I love when they roll their eyes at me, but
Mhm.
it gives me strength.
It replenishes me in
It
some
does.
sick, twisted way.
Something just smaller, just for those situations where like maybe someone wants to try out, but they're a little hesitant, or for those days where like the bite is a little tougher, or for me, fall it's a fall bait around here. Like in the fall, I like to go a little like deeper in the water column during the fall months. So that's kind of looking ahead to like later on when they kind of move down to those like rocky kind of drop offs and stuff that I can just pull it across on those and have some confidence that like, yeah, I get to fish a bait that I made. I don't have a deep diver in my lineup yet. I'm like, I can, get something down there and catch a fish, and that's pretty much it. That's the next thing I want, because I love the design. Like there's something about that I like a lot. I don't know exactly what it is, but I'm really happy with it. So that's the next thing. But yeah, and I had a soft plastic thing in the works that just hasn't happened yet. So I'm a big snake guy. Yeah, love snakes. Yeah, you're sitting right there too. It just didn't happen. I have an idea for a snake, but I guess if Anthony starts doing CNCs, I can,
Oh, it's gonna be a little snake.
Oh yeah, no, it's gonna be 6 feet long. It's gonna be, it's gonna have real
like
fangs. That shit, no,
like that, like the epic worm, the Baitmaker worm they did. That what was it, 6 foot?
Oh my
5 feet.
gosh,
That's like
the craziest thing was when they got in the ocean and it actually did something. I was like,
Yeah, it
does it
actually
make any
swam.
sense?
yeah, crazy action.
But that's the next thing. Getting that on would be my next big thing. And I'm always keeping an eye out just for, cool molds that pop out, that might make me wait a little bit longer to get the other thing made. That's happened a couple times. Not throwing any shade your way over there, Anthony. Dang Kraken. No.
The Kraken.
Oh, that thing is so cool. That's another one that I think is just, people don't always catch the first time, like on Whatnot. People go, yeah, that's really realistic, but like, there's no way that has any action on it. They always tell me that, and I'm like, okay, it does. It does though. And then someone will buy one and they'll come back and be like, do you have any more? Yes, I do. Yes, I do have more of those. Those are really cool. I've caught so many fish on those. Just letting it sink to the bottom and then just yo-yoing it. Yep.
It's funny when people say like, oh, you should have done this different. Like they'll comment on
Me
a
too.
post and it's like, you didn't even see the action of it. Like you're just looking at a picture of it.
They told
How
me to
can
put a
you-
lip on it.
Yeah. Oh,
It's sick.
that was on Reddit. Yep.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
like,
I
how do
remember
you-
you telling me about that.
How do you know how making these changes are gonna affect the swim when you didn't even see the swim video of it? You're just looking at a picture of it and assuming like, oh, it should have a lip. No, it shouldn't have a lip. It does.
No, I didn't know R&D. I actually just made this and threw it in the water and hoped for the best, and I sold it.
I mean, that's usually how it starts.
Yeah.
You
Oh,
gotta
yeah.
make it, throw
You
it in the
gotta make
water,
it.
and see. But then
Yeah.
it's something after that.
Yeah, you don't just start selling it at that point.
Man,
Yeah.
no, it's fun.
That's the next thing. Looking forward. I would like to have, like I said, the deeper diving Chimera is the next thing. That's all on my mind right now.
Fair
That'll be
enough.
cool.
I'm almost there. Hint, hint. Yeah.
Get on it, Anthony. No,
Ready.
that's really cool. Well, that's all the questions I have. And I say I mean the questions that are on my sheet to ask. But Anthony, Trevor, do you guys have any questions for William or anything you want to talk about with him specifically? He said with a weird
I feel
uptake
like
in his
Trevor
voice.
did.
I did. I have a question. So, the deer that you pet not long ago,
Yeah.
why wouldn't you? Absolutely. Like, I come into contact with a lot of deer, but they had never really wanted to come up to me. They've come
Same.
at me and bounced away from me. They walked around me. But so my question is, where was this? I might have to go on a deer field trip for petting.
So yeah, I found out later kind of how it was kind of possible, but like anyway, I don't know why animals don't see me as a threat. I guess I must be the most unthreatening like human being on this earth. I don't know why it always happens. Like I don't know how many times I've been like one time I was fishing, there's a beaver next to me. Hi, what are you doing sitting next to me, buddy? Like this happens all the time. But that deer was at a park. I was only sledding with my kids. I was gonna take him because I'm actually a big disc golfer too. That's something I do a lot of too. Anything outside, I'm gonna do it. It's hiking. I get to throw something really hard. It was perfect. But I knew there's this hill where I go disc golfing, and I was like, yeah, let's go there. And here in Arkansas, we have a lot of really nice parks and stuff. So I was like, yeah, we'll go there. I mean, there's a lot of woods kind of in that area. So I guess that's why the deer was there. I just pulled over and I was like, is that a dog? Like in this ditch over here? Like, why is he so, I thought it was some huge dog that somebody was owning. And then its head popped up and I was like, that's a deer. what is it doing here? Like, it's out in the open like this, and its tail didn't go up at all. Like, it didn't give any of that, the warning signs that you did. There's no stiffening in the muscles, you know, the tail didn't go up. And instantly in my head, I was like, you would come to me. I don't know. And I was just like, buddy, over here. And it took a couple steps forward, so I pulled my phone out, and I was like, he's coming. And I started recording it, and that deer just waltzed all the way up to me. And just started petting it. I was petting it, and then it wrapped its head around like a dog does around your arm, and I was rubbing its neck and stuff. And I guess my wife hadn't noticed yet, because she was getting all the kids out of the car, because of course I abandoned my family to look at the deer like a good father.
As any good father would.
And I think my daughter might have came over at one point and was looking at it too with me. But then I go, babe, and she goes, are you petting the deer? And like, and I didn't even think about it. I literally was just like, there's not a reason why I wouldn't pet this deer, right? Like,
the deer's gonna let you pet it. You're gonna pet the deer.
I'm gonna pet the deer. Yeah, why wouldn't I pet the deer? Yeah. And I found out later, apparently this deer is seen a lot in that area and will kind of not be too scared of people because it sees them all the time. And I'm assuming some people have like kind of left snacks around and stuff in that area a lot in the park. So I guess it's just become comfortable enough to where, like, you know, the right person comes along. I don't know if they thought I had food or what, but it made my day.
That was pretty
It's
funny.
pretty cool.
It was really cool. And I think it was a little spike. So, I mean, it was probably about a year old. Like, I was just like, it acted like a goat is what it really acted like. I don't know. And then before we left, of course, I walked back over and I'm like, and he looked at me and I petted him again before we left. And then we took off. Like, after we were done sledding.
Now.
We're buddies. I wanted to call him Spike, but my son called him Stickies. But I don't have the privilege to name it. It is now Stickies. So Stickies the deer. Yeah.
The next time you come on the show, I'm going to introduce you as the Disney princess of baitmaking.
I got that from a student who apparently saw it.
You can tell the level of maturity my brain has reached. So there you go.
No, oh my
I only
gosh.
play an adult on YouTube.
My intimidation factor must be a 0. It's fine. I'll take, as long as deer come up to me, that's fine with me.
And I spend a good chunk of my fall trying to get deer to come up to me, and they don't. So it's yeah. Anyway, well, let's see. Next, we're going to move on to the trivia round, and we are going to do a lightning round with you here, William.
Okay.
Much like we did with
I'll try to
Jovan.
be quick. It's not my forte, but I will try to be quick and to the point. Yeah.
Quick and to the point. First thing that comes to your mind. I think I already know the answer to the first one. We're still going to ask it anyway because you've kind of already cleared this up. But
yeah,
just the first instinct. Don't think about it. Just say what your first instinct does. We've got a list of them here. It's going to be this or that.
Okay.
Like we did with Jovan in episode 3.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I'm going to give you 2 options and you pick one. All right.
Okay.
First one is live selling or traditional drops.
Live selling.
Live selling. Yeah, we all knew that was coming. Well, we already talked about this one too, but long format videos or short form clips?
Short form. I talk too much. Yep.
No, you're fine. We asked you about all these things, so it's okay. These I think the next 3 were good. They're going to be
okay.
All right. New water or familiar water?
Familiar water. Yeah.
Build first or fish first?
Build first.
One bait you'll never leave home without.
The epic freaking frog.
Oh, okay.
Heck yeah.
That's a good one.
Mm-hmm.
That's a good
I
one.
have them.
Well, that's all the lightning rounds. That's all the lightning round questions. That was.
I have them everywhere.
I mean,
Yeah.
He's got one in his shoe right now.
Freaking frog.
there's so many bags of those. Yeah.
He literally pulled it out of his sock.
I'll say it was my.
That was all I had for the lightning round. It was very unimpressive. So let's, since you've never been on the show before, this is your first appearance. We get to ask you the 2 questions that we ask everybody.
Okay.
Right. And if I can remember what those questions are, because it's been a minute since I've asked them, what is your favorite lure of all time and why? You don't have to be quick with these. These can be thoughtful.
Okay.
What is your favorite lure of all time and why?
Oh, honestly, the hula popper.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah, that
Very
one I don't
effective.
see very often. Yeah, exactly. That's what it is. Like, I always kind of have one nearby, but there have been those days where I don't know what it is. I won't catch a single fish the whole time. And I've tried everything. And I'm just like, every once in a while, that hula popper, not the big one. I'm talking like the little size, like the little guy,
yeah.
the little guy, the little mini.
The original.
Just gets smoked every so often, especially in the summer. Like when no fish wants to move. you just give it a plunk and then you just sit there. And every once in a while, it'll just get smoked. I don't know, something about that. And that topwater bite is already exciting anyway. It's so cool. The only thing I learned is don't store them with your soft plastics.
Yeah, it's probably not.
They become a
Probably
chimera. Yeah.
That's where the idea came from.
That's where it
I
was.
see. Does anybody remember what the other question was?
Interesting fact.
Oh, yeah. Tell us an interesting fact about you. It can be fishing or non-fishing related that anybody who follows you on social media or knows you from that perspective would never guess.
I think I might have already said the disc golf thing, but that was something that I play tournaments and stuff too.
Oh, wow.
I've won a couple. Not that I'm good or anything. I've gotten lucky. It's kind of a weird thing, but I guess I've already used that. I actually worked at a golf store for a long time. I know you said you hate golf. I already judged you for that. That's fine.
No, I play it all the time. I'm obsessed with it. But I hate it. I watch golf. I'm either watching Marlene Bates videos or golf videos like those.
Oh, okay.
I'm just trying to get better. I'm so bad at it. I'm so bad at it.
Oh, I don't think anyone's good at it. I really I worked at a golf store for a long time. I grew up golfing with my family. My father did it. My brother still golfs all the time. My dad golfs. So it was almost like this family thing. And I'm a nerd. So, I mean, if I do something, I am doing it 100%. I knew about every flex of golf club, every material that they use, why it's there, the moment of inertia. Even got like pinged. I got pinged, trained from Ping on how to fit clubs, like everything. So that was a fun little thing that I've done. And I did win a long drive contest back home. So,
Can you teach me how to get compression from my irons? With my irons? Can you
really
teach me how to do that?
No, golf balls. People don't
that's a golf
realize
ball?
there's different golf balls. Yeah. Everyone wants to hit a Pro V1 because the pros use it. They swing harder than most people. You shouldn't be hitting.
I swing
that.
really hard. I swing really, really hard. It's the one thing I do well is swing real hard.
No, yeah. The only thing I got is ball speed. I can't putt at all. I don't have the patience for that. But
yeah.
Yeah, a lot of times softer ball. Honestly, like I show my students all the time. When like we would do kinetic energy and potential energy, everything else, I always show like a golf ball getting hit, and there's also like the Newton's third law. So like the club hits the ball pushes back on the club, and then you actually show this clip of where the ball gets smashed almost halfway, and then just like shoots off the club, and they're like, "What?" It's a hard
There's
ball.
a lot of deformation.
Yeah, it's just a softer ball. That's all for a lot of people. My dad finally will use a softer ball. He's finally realized that he's 60 years old.
Well, this is not a golf podcast, but I appreciate the tip.
I'm so sorry. Yeah.
No,
that's
it's my
a fun
fault I asked.
fact. Yeah, it's a fun fact.
I'll have to pick your brain more about that because my son is getting better than me and I can't allow that. So
Oh, that hurts all the time when something like that happens.
he just started playing and he's already he's getting close. Hopefully he doesn't
when
watch
you're younger,
this.
you pick up stuff so fast.
It's at the end of the show. He's already turned it off by now. Well, William, thank you so much for joining us. It's been awesome getting to talk to you, and for me, getting to know you a little bit more. We hadn't gotten to talk directly before this, but it's been a treat to have you on, and thank you for being willing to come hang out, and thank you for supporting the show for as long as you have.
Oh yeah, no, thank you guys for asking. I was, Marlene Bates, you guys, I guess I made it. No.
This is a step a step above.
No, I appreciate it.
We are in the top 100 bait making podcasts in the world. So specifically the ones that are hosted by three people.
I've really enjoyed this podcast. I honestly like, it was pretty exciting. I was almost like the wife just like before. Guess what? So I appreciate it.
It's been awesome. We're not done with you yet, but we're gonna go ahead and hit the point of the show where we all we've heard what William's been working on. So let's talk about what we've been working on here. Trevor, what's up in the world of peak baits?
First off, I'm starstruck that Doug Shartle made an appearance. Okay, I've been holding that in for 2 hours and 16 seconds, 17 now, and I just have to get that off my chest. Doug Shartle, thank you. You absolutely made my evening, my week, and my February.
You're welcome.
All right. What else am I working on? I could die a happy man right now after that one. No, I've been pouring a lot of soft plastics, just getting stuff ready and built and painted and made and inventory, and it never stops. That's it. Just when you think you got a grasp, you have none.
Yep. It's about the way it goes.
I'm living the dream.
Can't get any better than this, right?
No. I'm confident. I'm living
You're your
the
own
dream.
boss, man. You're your own boss. That's the important part. One day we'll get there. But no, how's the store? Is the storefronts doing well? You
The
getting
store
some
is
traffic?
some traffic. It's going slow. I've been officially open 3 weeks, but the first 2 weeks we got hit with snow. So,
Oh, well,
the weekend I sat here and watched the snow. The next weekend I couldn't even get here. And then last weekend I was only here on Sunday. I went up to the New England Fishing Expo on Saturday. This weekend coming is the first weekend where I'll be here. The weather looks good. Everything looks in my favor. Let's just hope for the best.
It's awesome.
But this
Well,
is
if
still
you're
a
in the
soft
area-
opening.
Yeah. I'm going to do something much bigger when the weather gets warmer. I've got some things in the works, some plans. It's just, our high is 20 and our low is -7. So what are we going to do? You know what I mean?
Yeah, don't have a lot of options there.
No.
Not great for foot traffic. Well, if
I
you're
didn't
in
mean
the
to cut you
area,
off.
No, you're the celebrity here this week. So Doug has anything to say, he could say it.
I just saw it. And what's funny is nobody's going to see it.
That's like the
Everybody's
first thing I read, and I sat there. I was like, "There's no way." Yeah.
I just saw it. I've been
Really?
oblivious to it the whole time.
I thought we were supposed to ignore it. I just like.
And we're going to leave it an inside joke. I'm not going to explain it to them at all what's going on. Glad to have you here, Doug. Speaking of Doug's, what have you been up to, Anthony?
I cut you off twice there. I feel bad. You were trying to say something, and it was
You did?
yeah.
I didn't notice, obviously. So
All right, good. What have I been up to? I'm waiting for something to show up to put on here. That'll be here tomorrow. That's it's about the only exciting thing really, I think, going on. I don't know. We'll
it's the
talk
only thing
about
you
that
can think
more.
about, right?
Yeah, literally. It was supposed to be here today. No, it actually wasn't supposed to be here today. I just don't know how to read tracking numbers. It came in multiple packages. So one piece of it was supposed to be here today. The next piece will be here tomorrow.
How many pieces are there and how many days do you have until you have the complete thing?
Well, there's 3 packages, but technically I'm just waiting on one. Like one could have got me going, and that'll be here tomorrow.
I like that math.
Yeah. I do good math.
Can I ask a
good.
question real quick? Is that cool?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
How do they ship that thing, that machine?
FedEx freight.
Okay, they just like drop
not-
it off outside your. Okay, I picture that thing being
It's-
very heavy.
It's 150 pounds. It's
Right.
small.
Okay,
It's a desktop version.
That's a person, 150 pounds.
I know, and I have to get it down into my basement by myself. My plan is I'm gonna borrow the hand cart from work, and I'm gonna ratchet strap it to the hand cart and bring it up onto the porch because I'm positive FedEx is gonna leave it at the end of my driveway, like they do everything else. They might even dump it in the snow upside down.
No.
So I gotta get it upstairs and then through the house and then down the stairs because my daughter's not gonna help me. And it's just me and her when we get home until my wife gets home. And I'm not waiting. My boss at work was like, yeah, just give me a call. And let me know. I'll be in the area. And I'm like, I'm not waiting for you. Thank you for the offer, but there's no chance I'm waiting. He's like, you're going to hurt yourself. And I'm like, I don't care.
push it.
Worth
Right.
You just need to set it at the top of your stairs and then roll it down. It'll get down there really
Push it
fast.
down.
Yeah,
Oh, no.
that'd be a great YouTube short.
That would.
I hope
May
it
go
can
viral.
pay for the machine.
Won't go that viral, but
Yeah, that's what I'm up to. What are you up to?
my 3D printing saga is coming to a close. I got
For
not
now.
my not like in general, but the original project, the thing I bought the printer for, is pretty much done. I made a big change to my workbench and how everything is organized, and I got to say it's been working really well, really well. I'm currently working on a massive spring drop of probes. Massive for me. It's not going to be like 200, but 20 or 30 is what I'm hoping to get to. Just write it. But as soon as some of these waters start thawing out, I'm going to get those up on the website and give the people what they want. Still working on that one thing. I don't have it in here. that I blurred out in that one episode. And yeah, that's about it. Same old for me. Nothing new or exciting. Trying to find excuses to keep the 3D printer running now. So I'm sure I'll
There's
get
plenty out
onto
there.
something else. But that's it
You
for
print
me.
a knife.
Yeah,
You can make
print
a
a sheet.
knife.
Remember, I got one.
I know. Well, gentlemen, it's been a lot of fun. And normally, this is where we would close out with our question of the week. But I got some bad news. We don't have any questions.
Oh, man.
No.
Moment of silence.
So, unless one of you all think of a stand-in question, this will be the first episode without a question of the week. And this is, episode 5 of season 2? So this is 31 episodes we made it.
Did pretty good. It's too much pressure.
I got a question.
Good.
Why did
here we
people
go.
leave us hanging?
Why do people? So we had to bring you in on this conversation, William, and you've probably experienced. We alluded to it a little bit earlier. I'm sure you have experienced it. Whenever people are very excited about commissioning something or ordering something, something custom in a specific color,
I get the question.
colorway, and they're like, yeah, and you agree and make the thing and send them pictures of it, and you can see that they've seen the pictures because social media does that now, and nothing, no response. Why do people do that? I don't know. I can't answer this question. I don't do that. If I leave somebody on Reddit, it's because I forgot to reply.
Oh yeah.
I do that all day. Nonstop.
It's not because I intentionally didn't.
My biggest flaw, if I don't answer right away, I won't be answering. It's not, I just forget. And then that's nighttime. I'm like, oh, I'm so sorry. I'm not seeing it at 12. But yeah, I don't know.
That's still good. The same day. Mine's like 2 weeks later. It's like, hey, I just remembered that I didn't respond to that message from 2 weeks ago. Why do people do that?
Why do they?
Yeah.
I want to think the best of people. I'm hoping that, I don't know, maybe they thought they had the money for it and then they realized they did. I really don't know. Maybe something happened. That's what I want to hope for some situations.
I would rather them tell me that, because I would
I
be
would be
understanding in that
understanding.
situation and be like, I can hang on to it for a while for you if you need.
Oh yeah, things happen. Life happens. Absolutely.
Say something. Or if you hate it, if I sent you pictures of it and it's not at all what you wanted, tell me that. Like, say that's not what I wanted at all, and I'll ask questions to determine what you want and do it again. Like, I have no problem doing that. I guess here's a follow-up question that I think we all can answer, because I don't think we'll be able to answer why people do the things that they do, because I ask myself that question every day and can't answer it about various things. What is an acceptable amount of time in that scenario for you to wait to offload that bait? So
After they
whether you
saw
post it
it?
or sell it to somebody else or give it away, after they've seen it. You know that they've seen it. Facebook Messenger or Instagram Messenger or whatever has shown that they have laid eyes on the pictures that you sent or whatever, like letting them know that it's done. What is an acceptable amount of time to wait?
2 weeks, I would say, for
I was
me.
gonna say
Do you think
one-
that long?
1 week.
I
One
would
week.
That's who I am,
max.
but
I would give a reminder 24, 48 hours after I know you've seen it. And if you don't have nothing, run it. I'll give you 24 hours after that. I think within a week, I think that's more than fair. Like, you've already taken up enough of my time for me to sit and hold a bait that you're not interested in. Now, I understand things come up.
Mhm.
Things come up. You know what I mean? I absolutely understand that. But if you're there, you've seen it, we're all glued to our phones. Like, I don't care who you are. At some point or another, what's it take? 30 seconds? I can't at the moment.
Yeah, just say something.
Simple.
I'm not going to
Just
say
say
you're
something.
wrong. Yeah, no, you're absolutely right. Because usually after that 48 hours, you probably won't hear from them. But 2 weeks is, for me, is just more of a, dude, because I don't know if you guys ever had this happen. I'll let someone will message me and I'm like, this person, do they, like, they're just gone. And then I'll post something like, I thought you were holding that. And I'm like, no. And then they always have a sob story. And there's always like, that didn't happen. But the back of my mind's like, but if it did, you're being a jerk. It's just, but no, you're right. Because usually after 48 hours, they've seen it, they've read it. And it's a business. Like, it's great to be kind, but also they're not being kind either, because I would never do that. Ever.
No.
Never.
No. And my answer is 48 hours. After you've seen it, if you don't reply to me, it's gone. Like, in my opinion. Now, if you reach out before I can sell it, okay, yeah, you can still have it. But if you said nothing, if I know you've seen it and you've said nothing, made no reply, made no comment, given me no information to go off of, I will I'll give you 48 hours and then it's gone. Like it happened today and Trevor's getting it now. So to the person that wanted that bait,
There you go.
it's Trevor's now.
That's why you said 48 hours.
No.
Yeah, he's reinforcing he's reinforcing his acquisition here, just to make sure I don't feel bad about it. No, I get what you're saying by wanting to wait a reasonable amount of time, but it's also like,
But I mean, communicate.
yeah, communicate. Like I'll
it.
hold on to it for, if you need 2 weeks, I'll hold on to it for you for 2 weeks. Like I made this for you. I want you to have it because you're the one who ordered it. If you give me anything, like just say, hey, give me 2 weeks. Yeah, absolutely. I'll hold on to it. Not a problem. I've done that before for people.
Mm-hmm.
But if you give me nothing to go off of, no.
I've held on this stuff longer, like a month, honestly. But that's because people are like, listen, here's my situation. I understand. I'm human. I'm living a human life as well. I'm not some, you know what I mean? So, you know, things come up, whatever, just communication is important. And I believe that. There's no way around it.
Yeah.
Like just anything.
Anything. And as business owners, time is money, right?
Yeah.
Go ahead. Finish what you're saying. I'm sorry.
That's it. Business owners, time is money. Bottom line. That was good.
You could tell
I
as
like
a
it.
tattoo artist that struck home to him. It's like,
Oh, yeah.
time is money.
Oh, I can only
He's sitting
imagine.
around.
Anthony knows.
Yeah, because
I start losing it. Like things start going crazy in my mind. Like, you know,
He said he'll be here in 15 minutes. It's been a half hour. He said 15 minutes 15 times today. It's been 6 hours. I'm done.
Well, I know I'm always ready come appointment time. So I expect if you've made the time and you've set the time and I've accommodated to your time, I don't really have room for the BS. Like I understand traffic. Okay, 15, 30 minutes. But when I'm at the light, I could see the light and you're not there. You know what I mean? I'm coming down the street. It's dead. What do you mean? What street?
Well, also,
I'm in the restaurant.
you do all the prep work beforehand, too. So it's like, you know, wasting even more time.
Yeah.
Getting everything ready and then sitting there looking at your watch, fiddling your thumbs. Like, I don't like time wasters. That's one thing you don't get back is time. And you can't make more of it. So it's
and I don't know my balance on it either.
I mean, as a tattoo artist too, at least if you're making a bait for somebody, you can sell it later. Like, what are you supposed to do? Tattoo something and sell it? Like, I don't.
Oh
yeah, no,
I will absolutely pull a move, and what I'm charging you $500 for, I will throw it up for $250. Let the first person who wants it, just as a haha. Like, I mean. You contacted me. I'm not. Why do I have to chase you? There'll be plenty of people who want the tattoos, and you know, and baits, because this is a bait making.
I
podcast.
want the tattoos. All
Me too.
of them.
I want them all too.
Yeah. Well, that was your question of the week.
It worked.
Kind of. Please, for the love of God, leave your questions as a comment down below. We are out. We don't have any more. So if you didn't like to hear us try to think of something and ramble on about something we came up with, leave your question in the comments below or DM it to us at Bait Boys Podcast on Instagram. Gentlemen, it has been a pleasure. Once again, I'd like to thank William for joining us. Lake Nomad. We will leave all of the pertinent links to everything and whatnot, if we can find it. If not, just search. You'll be fine down in the description below. But thank you again for joining us, William. I've had a blast.
Thank you. I appreciate it. That was great.
Thanks for joining us, man.
You're very welcome. We'll have to have you back so I can introduce you as the Disney princess of bait making.
I'll wear a dress now.
You do what you want. You do what you want, man. No. Big thanks to Specialty Resin and Chemical for sponsoring this week's episode. Go check them out at specialtyresins.com and make sure you use our code. That's what it is. Our code, BAITBOYS, for 10% off your purchase. Big thanks to 8-Bit Baits for sponsoring season 2 of the Bait Boys podcast. And a big thanks to you for sticking through with us to the end. And as always, we'll see you next time.
Bait Boys Podcast, that's all we got.
Good job, guys.
I need a nap.